What's up, everybody? It's Rusty Clutch here, and welcome back to the podcast, episode 2 of season 2. Yes, we are in season 2. I decided to name it a new season since it's now the live podcast, kind of, sort of, mainly live. Steven,
It's the 80% live
yeah,
podcast.
80% live
Full
podcast.
House.
Yeah.
We got flames now, dudes. We got
Yeah,
flames.
we do have flames. I also went and found some new backgrounds for the YouTube videos for season 2.
Instead of Star Trek,
Yeah, it's just Star Trek.
instead of like Star Trek lens flares, we got flames.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty nice. I go to the same guy all the time on YouTube. Like, I messaged him a long time. I was like, "Hey, can I use your stuff?" And he was like, something in like German. And I was like, "All right, I'll take that as a yes."
Let me use your stock film, your stock footage.
Yeah, he
Gotta
was,
go.
I don't know what he said. Like, I was like, I probably could translate this, but I'm just gonna take it as a yes. And
I
just
can't
moved
wait
on.
for the 90% live podcast where we are the stock footage.
Give me a second.
Blur my face out like in one of those like witness videos.
No. It's
There's
just
no
gonna be
cameras.
blurred.
What
It's
do
just
you
gonna be
mean?
us.
Yeah, I
sitting
know. I mean,
around.
when we do get a camera eventually.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna set up cameras in here.
Terrible idea. My face is ugly. It'll detract all your viewers.
No, it's like people like to see things.
Yeah,
Like,
not
I'm gonna
me.
put one in that. Yeah, well, not you. I'm gonna put one in that corner.
Obviously.
That corner, so like crossing, and you can see everything. It'll be pretty nice.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
But yeah. So who wants to go first? How's everyone's week going?
Didn't even say whose co-host you were joined by.
Oh my gosh, because
Wow,
you guys
I
cut
see
me
it.
off.
I better
Actually,
leave. Hold
You're
on.
actually trash. He's joined by his two co-hosts, myself, Carlos, and Trevor.
It's Pillow.
It's me.
It's Pillow.
He goes by both. We've said both on mic.
It's
know.
me.
Hello.
I know.
I'm destroying his brand. That's season 2 where I derail
Oh, you did.
everything.
Oh yeah.
You did in season
oh, yeah.
1.
Yeah.
That's
No.
just canon at this point.
Yes, because I haven't derailed my own.
No, season 1 was like a 70-75% derail. We're going full blown.
Choo choo.
Look, my brand doesn't even exist in the.
Now I got you here in
first
person. I can fuck with you
I
IRL.
know you can. You're looking
Yeah.
at me like, you tasty piece of sausage.
There has been
He is a tasty
audience.
piece of
There
meat.
has been constant eye contact.
There
Carlos has now ripped his eyes off of Sal.
been staring
because he's
deeply into
it's
my
just
soul.
so attractive.
Like, if Sal has a soul by the end of this, I will be surprised.
No,
It's the neck
it's the,
beard
it's
thing
the
he's rock
lifestyle.
rocking.
It's not even a neck beard. It's
like-
on my face. It's
Yeah,
not
it's-
even on my neck.
Look up. Farther. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no,
See,
fair
now
enough.
it's a neck beard if you make him do that.
Fair enough, I guess. It's,
I mean, kind of, yeah.
yeah, it's like he's going for homeless chic.
Okay.
C-H-I-C.
Yeah, so who wants to go first?
Character. How's our week's been?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good. Destiny 2 Beyond Light came out like 8 days ago. Haven't done much else.
That shit fun.
It's literally just been Destiny 2 video games. and
Did it come out last week before the last podcast?
came out November 10th.
No, it was this week.
I wasn't on the
Was
last podcast, though.
I was. Oh no, it has been 2 weeks. Holy
Did we not do? You guys didn't do a podcast last week.
Last week we did a podcast.
Yeah,
That
we
was the
did.
first
Yeah,
live
no.
podcast.
No, fucking no.
Wow, you don't keep up with the podcast? Wow, bad
Yeah,
friend.
2 weeks.
I've
wow.
been busy.
Wow, it's been out for
Yeah,
2 weeks.
fucking
I didn't even
Joe
notice.
girl. Damn, bro, traded us.
It's been
he's a
2
traitor.
weeks.
That's not true. I didn't trade you guys. It's just
He
he comes over
upgraded.
Wednesdays.
Oh, so he upgraded.
The podcast's Wednesdays, and it just didn't work out last week. My bad.
Well, tell her to come over on Thursdays. Tell her, hey, Wednesday pod day with my boys.
She's coming over tomorrow.
Hey Sal, you had the first 30 minutes, right?
Huh?
He was doing the sex.
I was all night. Not actually.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wait,
not
whole
actually.
time.
Okay, yeah. I do.
That's what I said.
I was
mate.
still
It's
within
not-
the first 30
hasn't been
minutes. I'll
30
edit it.
minutes. We good.
So what else? What have you done, Carlos? We haven't heard from you in a minute
Let me
because we haven't
see.
done a podcast in a minute.
Still unemployed, rocking that unemployment until I finish SJVC. So got another couple of months left. Gonna do all the exams, or the first handful of exams. Should be done with by the end of the year. Start working on all that. Cool, 75%. Score you need to pass. So I'm not worried. I was kind of freaking out at first because I thought it was like a 90-95% pass rate, and then I realized I don't give a shit.
You're just gonna get a
Please
C.
give deg-
It's literally
degrees.
a straight C, 75%. Like one of them's a 75, one of them's a 72. So I'm just gonna study up a bit,
Yeah,
just
easy.
like binge study the week before, and then do the exam and call it a day. And then I'll start looking for work in that because I don't really want to go back to minimum wage, especially since like there's not really any appealing jobs around here that are minimum wage. And like
Wait,
Pillow's already struggling enough.
There's
You don't
not
want to work at McDonald's.
There's not many jobs around here, minimum.
There
There's not many
okay,
jobs,
So
period.
I look around
Yeah.
Tulare and I see like openings at like retail stores,
Okay,
fast
look,
food departments.
look,
No, I
I'm
understand. No, hold on.
I'm gonna hit you with facts. All right.
Yeah,
They
they
have the
say
sign
they're
out,
hiring,
but
they're not hiring.
Like,
I know.
I go online like, oh yeah, you guys are hiring. Cool, I'll apply. Call them like, oh,
They
we're
look at
not
you and they
actually
go,
hiring.
He's too white.
Yeah, me. I'm too white.
Yeah,
He doesn't meet the demographic we
The
need.
brown man. I'm too white.
exactly.
Say something really offensive like dye your hair pink and change your gender.
Yikes!
And then you're in.
Yikes!
All right, cut that one out, bad boy.
It's the first 30 minutes.
It's the first 30 minutes. I'll watch this.
It's good.
Chop it up, Sal,
And
you're
back. Boom. All right, continue.
All right. Yes. How about you, Pillow? So what's going on with you?
A
wasn't
lot of
done.
nothing.
Oh, you weren't done?
No, hold on 1 second. I'm thinking.
I mean, I got nothing anyway. So
It's literally just been quite a bit of Destiny. That's why I haven't played much League. Because
Yeah.
like that last week before the new content drop hit, I was like, I got like one thing I don't want to do, but I want. So we were doing Reckoner for Destiny 2, which is actual hell. It's like
it's a lot
the
of
most
work.
it's the least fun I've ever had playing a video game, and I've played League since season 5. So like I've got a couple thousand hours of League going on. And
Okay.
that was the worst, probably like the worst thing I've ever forced myself to do in 3 days in a video game. But well, worth it, I guess, because now I got a shiny purple name under my character that no one gives a shit about.
Okay. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
actually hate yourself?
I do, yeah. And this season I'm going to go for Golden League maybe, so then I can experience the actual worst thing video games have to offer.
So you're gonna dive into ranked.
Yeah, sure. Let's do ranked this season.
I'm down to jump
That'll
in.
be actual hell. Mostly because I'm bad.
Well, because like you can do solo duo, right?
You can do solo, duo, and then a full team of 5.
Can you do like 4?
Well, no, you can on that playlist you can do anything but 4. So you can do you can do one by yourself. You can go in as a duo. You can go in as a trio, and you can go in as a 5-stack.
So
But you
do
can't go in
4.
as a 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the solo duo queue, which is like either
The important
5
one.
teams of 1, or like 5 groups of 1, right? Individual players. 2, 2, and 1, or 2, 1, 1, and 1.
Okay.
But like that's the one that's like if you want to do like an actual like competitive esport environment.
That's the one that everyone looks at.
The one
Is
that
the solo
people
duo.
care about and the one they think is important is the solo duo. And this might just be my ignorance to like the ranked scene because I've never given a shit about it, other than just like watching.
Yeah.
I watch Worlds every year because
Of
that's
course.
enjoyable. I
Yeah.
like watching NA get like taken out in the first fucking elimination bracket because our continent just can't produce decent players.
Bro, you guys told me about it, and I still wasn't prepared to like watch them all lose. I was so sad.
We just no. It's not like we just have bad players. It's just we suck at League. We
It's
are we are
it's
on
okay, we
fire
made
in
the
Call
game.
of Duty and like all these first person shooters.
That's
but
because
League
no other
is just-
continent gives a shit about
Yeah,
first-person
exactly.
shooters.
Yeah,
Because they
exactly.
offer,
There's
like,
no
the
other
lowest
competition.
skill ceiling. Yeah, no, it was like Worlds was that doesn't even matter. It's not lowest week, but no,
Yeah.
like if we do ranked this year, that'd be cool. But I think it's just kind of interesting that when you get to the professional level, these players like hone their skills, and when they adopt new players, when they like swap their rosters around, they spend a lot of time in the off season practicing together and playing.
Yeah.
So they like know each other's play style and they can coordinate together. But then Riot values like solo and duo queues more so than anything else. And I just think that's funny, but whatever, I'll play. Gold seems kind of fun.
Well, the thing is, like, has there ever been like a team that comes up in flex? Like, there's like a group of 5 that come in as flex, and then they just make a new team and they
Not
hop
that I've
in.
heard of, no.
people do get to challengers in teams of 5 in flex, but they're not no one's recruiting from there.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's the ranked solo duo and the ranked flex. And they predominantly recruit from ranked solo duo.
But the thing is, like, if a team does really good in ranked flex, like they can't
But-
make a play for the league. Like they
but-
can't make a play to get into the league.
As far as I
bump
know,
someone
and
out.
I haven't done like research on this in quite like I haven't looked into it in quite a
Yeah,
while
yeah,
because
yeah.
I just whatever. I don't think they do that
No,
to the best of my
Re-
knowledge.
really,
They
your
won't
best
just
bet-
pull a team of 5 because a ranked team usually consists of I think 6 or 7 players because you got your primary
Yeah.
5 and then you've got 2 reserve players that can play other roles
Yeah.
to like swap out.
Yeah.
Like they did that at Worlds. They swapped their
to,
jungler for a match. I think
Oh wow.
either at the semifinals or the finals.
Your best bet is to like make your own team or association when you if like you and 5 buddies get to challenger in flex because
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, because like in the Mexican soccer league or whatever, what happens is there's like the main league, and
Yeah.
then there's like a secondary league. And what happens is the team that did the worst in season, they play against the team that won the championship. And if the team that won the championship beats the worst team, they move up into the main league, and these guys move it down in the secondary league.
it's kind of like what we talked about last week in football, how it's it's easier to train one guy to the team standards than it is to train 5 guys into an already existing team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
get
it's
that.
just more of like I mean you could potentially pool a group of 5 from the flex queue because you already know they play, and then just kind of like sign them on. But since most of the things are already signed on as proper teams,
Yeah.
I think it's just because they value an individual player's ability to play that well, and they can just like teach them how to play with the team because everyone already plays at such a mechanically high level. They know the ins and outs of the games, and they just need to learn each other's play style.
It's
Yeah.
also like
Because you've played enough
Um,
League, you
Yeah,
understand.
I
Like
understand.
going into a MOBA having never played one before, there's just stuff you learn playing the MOBA that is like intrinsic to that type of game.
Yeah.
And so like while you're playing just Ashe, you're learning ADC, and you're learning one of the easiest to learn ADCs, but you're also learning all of the other mechanics of the game. Like
Yeah.
you see how other roles work, you see when people gank, you understand rotations, like minion farming and all that.
Yeah.
So like at the challenger level, they understand all those mechanics significantly more than we do. Like you see on the competitive stage, they have
Yeah.
perfect CS. They don't miss minions, you know?
Yeah.
That's a thing that everyone that gets to that skill level learns. So they already know all the ins and outs of the game. There's not really anything to teach them other than coordination with the team for stuff.
Yeah.
Like you notice there's like a set like list of things that happen in like almost every Worlds match.
Yeah.
For like nothing happens for 20 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah.
You watch the World scene, it's like, oh, there he goes. There goes Faker, killing 3 minions.
but like also like you
There goes Twisted Fate.
I'm
just
sure you've
chilling
seen
for
enough-
20 minutes until he
I'm
gets
sure you've
two
seen
items.
enough LoL esports. The jungler is the playmaker. It's no one else. When the jungler's going in, everyone else is. So effectively, you're getting a duo in bot and 2 solo laners who just do everything by themselves until something's about to happen next to their lane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you've seen all the Worlds matches. Like
Yeah.
everyone plays super safe. You're not going to get a pick off in bottom lane. You're not going to get a pick off early in any lane except for bottom
Yeah.
because everyone else that's solo lane, they're just like, all right, I know I've been pressured enough. Their team sees it. They've already called it out. The jungler could be on their way. I'm not going to overextend. I'm just going to
'Cause then
base.
you'll die. And
Yeah,
then
you push the wave or you freeze the wave and then you leave. And so it's like top lane and bottom lane's hella boring to watch. So the only time the top laner does something is if they have like a global ult. That's why you usually see like Shens and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Well, yeah, and
big
then
playmaking
whenever a
ults.
jungler makes his way up to top
Yeah.
lane, then you see a play happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the numbers advantage. It's like in regular league.
Yeah.
Very like unless so if you're solo lane in mid, you're only going to get a pick off early on if you're just better than your opponent or you're playing something cheesy and the opponent doesn't know what they're doing because we play at a low elo, so you see
Yeah.
that often.
Yeah.
And then the same thing for top. It's just like you get a pick off because the person doesn't know what to expect against that kit.
Yeah, or you pick like a really good counter, and
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
just bad
Um,
at playing against that counter.
And then like
yeah.
bottom lane, it's different because you've got 2 sets of players, right? You got 2 players each, so
Yeah.
they can potentially make a play there because they're there. But like you know what I mean? Like they're still watching each other all the time and they know what to expect. The jungler kind of comes in and is that variable that like tips the fight
yeah.
because they don't know when to expect it. So it makes it the most interesting lane to watch, at least for me in esports. But
Yeah, for me too. Especially, I forget who it was. I think it was TLS or what was the one US team that almost made it?
TSM,
TSM.
the horse,
Yeah, they
right? TSM
yeah,
gaming, I think. Yeah.
their bottom lane was hardcore. Like they were always pushing hard. They always had the bottom lane. Like they were always winning. And like if I remember the first 2 games they played, the other team could not figure it out. Like they were just getting killed in the bottom lane. Like they were always making plays. Jungler never had to go down there. He could just take Dragon and walk back to mid. And then eventually they realized, okay, we just need to outplay them bottom and we win the game. And what happened? They won because bottom lane got shut out. But it's crazy to see like whenever you see these people, like that's why I like bottom, because like it's like I don't think I can do solo lane very well because it's by yourself.
I could. Top lane's not terrible, I don't think.
Personally,
Personally,
as a top laner, I can tell you that it is very underrated.
Okay.
Bot lane is definitely the most important lane, but I know Carlos has seen it. I know Omar's seen it. I don't know if you've seen it. There are games where everyone else is losing, but I know we can win because I can literally solo all of their towers.
yeah, top lane at the end of the game becomes like even if he doesn't get a bunch of kills because you're building tank,
Yeah.
you can just stand there and just not die under tower
Yeah.
because you're just too healthy.
Yeah. Like so several times in Urgot and Mordekaiser.
Yeah, or got like all those bruisers, all those tanks,
Yeah.
all those like like those big beefy. They're healthy, but they also put out damage. They're
Top
a
lane,
bruiser. They're not like
top
they're
lane
like
will
a tank.
either
Yeah.
kill the enemy other team before they realize they're dead,
Yeah.
or take their towers before they realize they're gone.
Yeah.
That's kind of what your job is in top lane.
Yeah, no, and bear in mind this is all from like a bronze, silver elo.
Now,
perspective.
now,
Yeah.
So
now you get to high elo. In the high elo, top lane is playmakers, but they're only playmakers that correspond with the jungle and the mid lane,
Yeah.
because their role is to stay away from bot lane unless it's a team fight. because they're all like you see in esports. Top lane is always split pushing, always
Yeah.
100% of the
Because then
time.
what happens eventually is like if your bot gets broken out, the top laner will hop down bottom lane,
Yep.
and then bottom goes top, and they swap lanes if the bottom lane gets
Yeah,
beat.
because generally like from top, so if we're gonna go in like order of top, middle, bottom, support, jungle for like what roles generally feel like, and like this has changed over the years. This is just what I feel, right? Like top lane's got a lot of bruisers and tanks, so you've got like the least damage out of your team, barring the support, obviously because they're the support.
Yeah.
But like the top laner is going to do the second least amount of damage in the game because they're usually going like full tank.
Yeah.
They're hard CC. They're engaged champions. They run in, they initiate the fight, they provide
Yeah.
crowd control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got like the mid laner who in esports you generally see either mages or assassins.
Huh.
Right. And so like mages are finally Riot's kind of broken them up into like
yeah,
actual 2 proper role. Like you've got 3 proper mage roles now because you've got like the AP assassin, which is lethal. You know what I mean? Because like you got lethality for AD, and then you got AP with like magic pen.
The off
So
mages.
you've got assassins but magic.
so yeah,
Mages, which is just like they spam spells, and then
Spam
control
spells,
mages
yeah.
like Swain.
Swain,
Vladimir.
Lux, Vladimir.
Lux
Morgana.
Lux is more like a caster than a
She-
control mage.
But it's mainly because of the cooldown time on her regular abilities, because her ultimate has a lower cooldown time than the other abilities.
Yeah, but like her E and her Q make her kind of a control mage, but she can like spam them really
But
fast.
she can absolutely burst.
Yeah, Swain's not a burst mage.
Yeah.
But I mean like Swain
Like-
or
like he can be,
Vlad.
But he's about positioning the enemy team, not yourself.
Yeah, that's why they're called a control mage.
Yeah.
They kind of force the battlefield into like what they want. And Swain used to be a mid laner, but now
Yeah.
he's just a better support because of his hard CC and potential damage. And then like, ADCs unfortunately are like the most restricted role.
Yeah.
Because it's always going to be a critical
will always
strike
have one
AD
job.
marksman character.
yeah,
For a while there were a few mages, but it's always like your goal is to build a shit ton of damage. Get like the rest of the team covers you and peels for
yeah.
you.
You're just a glass cannon. You just
I mean,
stand there and
I mean,
fire.
if
Yeah.
you watch Worlds, like if you watch competitive play league matches, very rarely does anyone get kills on a team outside of like the jungler because they're diving in and setting up plays and they're doing damage, and the ADC. Those are the 2 damage dealing roles if you're
Yeah.
playing like an offensive jungler. And then the support's the support. And the jungler's like can be an assassin or a bruiser or a tank, but the jungler's job is always keep objectives like under control, like dragons and barons, and then get into your lane and rough them up
Yeah,
so that you turn the tide, you make
Yeah.
the advantage for your team. So yeah, I mean, what were we saying initially?
You're getting a gold.
we're
kinda
getting,
lost
we're
my
getting to
train of
gold.
Yeah, no, we're getting to gold. Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
It's
I'm just saying,
easy.
like top lane. We were talking about top lane. Yeah. I like playing bruisers in top lane
Yeah,
because they're annoying. Like Urgot,
Yeah.
Garen.
Urgot, Garen,
I remember when Garen was
Darius,
considered a
Jarvan.
fighter.
Fiora.
no, Darius. I mean,
Darius, yeah, Jarvan's a jungler for sure.
Sorry, yeah.
You could probably play Jarvan top.
You
I've
can.
never seen it happen. Jarvan feels like he's much better as a
Jhin
jungler.
top?
Like
Jhin top.
Jhin top, yeah.
like fucking Volibear, like he as
Volibear
jungle
top?
he's an engage damage dealer, he's an engage fighter. But top lane he's a bruiser because you can just
Build into him.
because you can not only because you can build him that way, but I don't know how much top lane you've watched, but the hardest thing about top lane is trading. You have to be able to trade efficiently. Volibear can do that really easily because his abilities just make him not take damage or make him heal.
Okay.
So yeah, in
I've never
jungle
played a
he's an
volley
engage
before, but
tank.
Yeah.
What's Volley's new kit? He's got the
The lightning storm that gives him a shield.
yeah. So he's got a range. He's got
the
range
scratch
poke, and if he
and
does
bite.
engage,
That's the same ability, and then the slam stun.
yeah, because his Q is just an auto attack augment. It's a point and click stun. His
Yeah.
W is a point and click deal more damage.
It's
and if
a
you recently
it's
damage them with that, you see that like the cross,
Yeah, the
like
cross.
the
his W applies that, and if it's already applied and he Ws, it deals more damage.
no
and
no
expunges
no
it.
the W is an auto attack reset.
Yeah, that applies that debuff.
Yeah. And then you can do it again and heal.
Yeah, and then that's what it is. He heals off of it, and then his E is the thunderstorm that he calls down that deals a little bit of damage but gives him a shield.
It gives him a shield. Yeah.
And then his ult is the big slam that
The
negates
Ohm-Wrecker.
turrets. That's an old item that was in like till season 7.
That was Ohm-Wrecker was whack.
Ohm-Wrecker, you could point and click disable a turret for 5 seconds.
You
But
literally
can't-
just turned it off.
Can't what's his face do that? Bard.
Yeah, Bard makes it
Kind
invulnerable.
of.
when Volibear hits a turret, he doesn't make it invulnerable. You can still hit it. It just turns the turret off. It stops firing. So that used to be an item that anyone could build. It was for like Vi or any engaged. You know,
You
I
would
say
hit
Vi.
it,
I say
it
Vi
would-
because I play Vi, but I mean like any
It would
engaged
just shut it
jungler
off. You
or like
wouldn't
a top
even
lane
take
thing.
shots.
You'd point and click it, and it turns the turret off. It disables the turret for 5 seconds. That's all it was. They removed it because it was niche and kind of stupid, and it wasn't a great item. It was kind of a meme item, but it had its uses.
Like I would love to have that bottom lane.
Yeah.
If I'm ahead,
But
buy
that-
that,
but here's
you
the
know?
thing: is
Yeah,
why
but I
buy
think-
that when you can build more damage?
Yeah, but it was a tank
Or-
item too. And like,
Oh,
why
okay.
disable turrets? Because if one minion's standing there and you're middle late game ADC, you chew through the turret regardless.
But the other reason why you didn't build it as a tank, because why buy that when I can buy when literally every other item has more health,
yeah,
every
just-
other item
yeah,
has
I
more
think
damage.
I think
Yeah.
Ohm
every
Record.
other item has this.
You know what? You guys keep going. 1 second while we're talking here. I'll actually look up what its stats used to
Like
be.
it was not the only thing good about it was disabling turrets. That's all I
Because-
remember.
Because I remember Ohm Wrecker's active. I don't remember Ohm Wrecker.
Its passive stats were pretty much forgettable if I remember. But yeah, like the hardest part about top lane is trading. So you have to be able to do that efficiently. It's just why most people lose top lane and why people don't like playing it because
if you
it's
overextend a little
hard.
bit,
It's
yeah.
difficult.
All right. Ohm Wrecker gave 50 armor, 10% CDR, 300 health, and 150% base health reduction.
Yeah,
So it was-
I would absolutely never buy.
Yeah, because it gave. What does a ruby crystal give you? 150? Does it still give
For-
150?
80.
Ruby crystal gives 150 base. It used to.
I think it gives.
New ruby crystal. I'm looking at that too.
What is,
Ruby crystal still gives 150. They didn't change
yeah,
it.
I was
It's
gonna
a
say
base
it's
item.
150, 400.
The only
gold.
thing I remember them tweaking this, this current preseason, this hellscape we're in, is all of the items. Yeah, so you build 2 ruby crystals, you're already getting its health. But like obviously Ohm Wrecker has all the other features.
Yeah.
It gives you medium health, it gives you decent health regen. And 50 armor is pretty good. I
But
don't remember most
But
tank-
I can just buy Warmogs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly. It's the same reason they remove items that are redundant. So
yeah,
they liked the idea of a turret disable, but they just put it on Volibear.
just
and-
gave it to him. Said, "Hey, use this."
Yeah, so like Volibear has he has what Ohm Wrecker used to do. He can turn turrets off by slamming into them for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's just another part of his ult that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's
It's
just
not
like another
useful.
thing they added that in there like as a little like aid.
Yeah, I mean it's neat. He's like, oh, kids these days with their fucking
It also
turrets.
works.
Back in my day, we used to just die of old age. And
It also works really well with his kit. So
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he's a heavy engaged jungler. It gives him that much more pressure early on. He's like, oh, what fuck turrets, dude?
yeah.
Back when I made the Freljord, we didn't have turrets. We had hypothermia.
Volibear made the first river. I want to tell you how.
Yeah, he's like, the first river was made of blood. What has my brother been telling you? Yeah, yeah.
All right.
The lore team, yeah, it's the best part of the game.
Let's move into the news.
What news?
Yeah, exactly.
Read it to me, Dad.
So okay, all right. Trevor kind of missed out on it because I found it late, but today, November 18th, Wednesday, you could have gotten OnePlus earbuds for $1.
yeah, he put it on the
website.
topics list, and I was just like, wait, what?
No, like I
That would've
saw it
been cool.
at like 5 p.m. and I was like, oh, okay, when's the next one? Like, because it was like they're dropping it every hour. They're dropping 50 of each one every hour, right? So you got to like just kind of jump in and
Yeah,
hope
you gotta
that
be
you
first
get
in
one.
line.
But they dropped one at 12, 1, 2, 3, and 4,
Oh, poggers.
and I saw it like at 4:20.
And there were how many of each?
50 of each.
So the first 50 they sold for $1.
No,
No,
every time they drop
Every
one, they
time they
sold it
drop
for
one, they
a
would sell
they
50
sold
for
one.
$1.
They sold a set for $1.
So they sold essentially 5 times 50, 250 headphones for $1.
It was like a just
No, but what I
promotion
mean
thing.
is they sold 50 at a time.
yeah,
A different brand. Yeah, what I was saying, a different model every
different
hour.
model, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only 50. That sells out like that.
yeah, but
yeah, but what
that's
if you
I
got
mean.
lucky, man?
Ooh, what
for
if you got
$1?
lucky at the top of the hour and you were sitting there refreshing your page? What's the button? F5 and you're just F5ing the fucking page for.
And you F5 one too many.
Oh wait.
Yeah. But I just kind of want to talk about this. Like, are you guys doing anything planned for Black Friday? Like, I know it's kind of like because COVID, but like, is there any
Same
like?
answer I have every time you ask me about discounts.
I
If I see a bunch of cheap Transformers I don't have,
I know.
I'm in.
I usually,
Just
I
buy
actually
all their
usually
stock.
buy myself stuff for Black Friday.
Yeah, honestly, like when I started getting money and it was like, bro, I'm gonna get myself a Christmas gift in November because
Yeah.
like I can afford one.
Gonna get a toaster.
Can you get a toaster?
Gonna get the new Destiny toaster they're making.
No, you're
Bro.
lying. They didn't have a Destiny toaster.
Yeah,
They're
They
talking
will.
about it, and
They
when they
will.
make it, It's mine.
It's yours.
I'm in.
Well, because
Well,
okay, so the joke is in Destiny, there's like charge rifles where like you hold down the trigger and it'll charge and it'll fire like a burst.
yeah.
But they released one that just fires one shot, and everyone called it the toaster because it looked exactly like a toaster. So they're like, okay, let's just make one. See, here's the thing, like. Bungie makes okay games, but their memes, they know exactly what they're doing. They said, they said,
Their
hey,
merchandise,
hey,
A1.
everyone calls this thing a toaster, and it is for for all intents and purposes. It does fire damage. It is a toaster, and they were like, you know what? Let's release the toaster.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Is there anything you guys are thinking about getting? Like, have you seen anything? I know for me, that little convention oven sucks ass. Like it works, but it just takes too long to cook
The one
stuff.
behind the one behind here.
No, the little white one up there.
Oh,
On
I
the
see.
bar.
I see.
Yeah,
The little toaster. oven?
it's like a toaster oven. So I saw a couple at both Walmart and Target that like
It's a lot
they're a
of
little
good
bit
ones, yeah.
bigger and they're a little bit nicer. And I was like, you know what,
That's
Black
cool.
Friday,
That's cool.
get one of those so that like we can make snacks or whatever. And it's
That's cool.
because that takes a long time. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it doesn't heat up correctly
Maybe not.
because it's really
It
old.
looks- yeah, it
and
looks
it's
like a pretty
kinda
old
shitty.
one.
But I
Black
was like,
Friday is next weekend.
next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
next Friday.
most of
Next
the hobbyist sites that I follow haven't really like set up their Black Friday deals yet. So for, stupid, useless purchases, I haven't thought of anything.
Yeah.
yet, no.
I am going to be building myself like a half system, like
Okay.
like half a computer,
Okay.
just to cycle out my old parts and stuff. So I'll probably get myself that.
Some New Age stuff or what?
Yeah, anyway, because
Newegg
I
has
like.
great Black
I've
Friday
been-
deals
They
every
do.
year.
Oh yeah,
They do.
I've been consolidating with Carlos. Like, hey, I'll make like half a build. I'm like, hey, how does this look? And then just double checking, like, because I know it's good. I just want like a second opinion. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
you
what
always
do you
want
think
to
about
ask
this stuff?
someone else to look at it.
Yeah,
Um,
not you though.
No, not me. I'm
I got a
terrible.
formal education. You're
Well,
garbage.
no, because I never know when you're on. This dude's always
He's ne-
online.
he's never on. I'm always online because I'm unemployed.
yeah,
I
I know.
was like,
Me
I
too.
work and go to school.
Yeah,
Three
I know.
times my middle name.
That's why I don't ask you.
Yeah.
but I'm surprisingly
I'm probably
on
getting
a
myself
lot.
there.
Like I've been trying to make it a point to be on more and like be on when you guys are on, just to like, because I feel like with Carlos, he'd be like, I haven't talked to you in like a week. And I was like, I know, like I fell off the face of the earth because like school, work, like it just all piled on.
Oh yeah.
And
Man,
then,
you
like,
can come over whenever you want. Just say the word. We'll watch some stuff.
Ooh,
Like anime.
say less.
All right.
See, I
You gonna make me act up?
see. I invite you over to my house, but there's like, literally no room. Like, there's literally no
Which is
room.
good, Carlos.
Yeah, I got a nice couch.
Ooh.
You-
Well, honestly, bro, like I
He's
said,
got a
here,
real nice cup.
if you guys come over here, we play pool, we can play darts, we play ping pong, beer pong.
Bro, I'll bring my system. The LAN party. Let's go.
I have a Switch and I have like several controllers.
I'll bring my
I see
PC.
that.
We can have a LAN party, dude.
Honestly,
I'm not bringing my computer. It weighs like 30 pounds.
He won't. I will.
why? What does it weigh 30 pounds?
It's the when I was going through my cyber
His case is this big.
my security and my security class
It's
at SJVC.
Yeah.
I realized, damn, what if somebody steals my computer? So I put a big ass brick of C4 in the case.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Where
did.
so if they open the door without holding the trigger?
Sal,
just
look.
boom.
Sal, look. You laugh now. There's a thermal charge in my PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
if
there's
someone incorrectly types in the password, the PC will just melt. The CPU will just fire the thermal charge
where
and
in
it
the
will
fuck
just
would I get C4
melt.
from, Sal?
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Am
yeah,
I-
yeah. These
am I
totally,
the only one that
these,
has the hook
these,
up?
these
white.
totally
I'm
illegal.
not that white.
No, you just carry out grenades and AR-15s
Yeah, man.
or what?
Yeah, man. These totally illegal explosives we have in
Yeah,
our
it's me. I'm
computers.
an
Yeah.
all-rightist.
Yeah. That's how much money we have
Yeah.
with these illegal explosives in our computer.
Well, because all I'm saying is like I have an extra screen over there, and I have 3 screens on my desk,
you
so
got
we
a lot
could
of-
potentially set up in here.
Yeah, we could do a LAN party, but my room's really comfortable. I don't really want to leave.
I mean, you're right. My desk
no.
inside
If
is
that's
fairly
if
comfortable.
that's the case, I would like bring my Xboxes and stuff.
yeah, we could
We
do
can
that.
set those
Yeah.
up.
And I was looking, and maybe not, depending on how much money I have. I was looking to buy like a nice 70-inch TV for the
That'd be
room.
cool.
'Cause
Put
this
it right
one-
there on the.
Yeah, the speakers are busted on this TV. Like they don't work very well.
Yeah.
And so I want to get a nice one mounted on the wall and everything. So, and then I have a super box. So
Oh, that's
basically,
cool.
I get all the channels, all the movies, all the sports, everything.
That's cool. That's cool.
So we can,
You realize you need to cut this out of the podcast, right?
why? Because it's illegal.
Superbox is only less than legal. It's not illegal. It's
Yeah,
in a gray
exactly.
area.
Hey, there we go. There you go.
It is
Well,
technically in a legally gray area.
Yeah,
well,
it really
yeah,
is. No,
but-
it is. Like when they give you you buy the box and you turn it off the first time, it says disclaimer: We sold you the box. You do with it what you will. We are not liable. Like they sign off saying,
Yeah, and what you're doing is technically not illegal because they haven't written any laws for it yet.
exactly.
Yeah.
You exist in a morally and illegally gray area until some idiot at the fucking
yeah.
federal level decides
Besides,
to pass
you know what?
legislation.
Yeah, let's ban
But they're
this.
too busy bickering about COVID, so they can't.
I just watch all my movies for free.
Yeah, right now they're more concerned with who won Georgia, despite the fact that Biden already has over 270 votes. But fucking the Oompa Loompa over there is like,
no. Count them again.
we're not going to surrender yet, guys.
Count them again.
I think we got this. Count them again.
We got Alaska. Doesn't mean we can't get Georgia.
You mean like one or two? Count them all. Start over. Do it again. That vote's wrong.
Count every single one.
Everyone again.
I saw 6 votes in the river. They said Trump on it. Don't ask me how I know. I just know. Those 6 votes could have made or break my bid. You know?
I saw a thing on Twitter. It was like the face where like, they blacked him out and they were talking or whatever, and it was just like a sped up or slowed down version of Donald Trump's voice, like him like saying, "Oh, well, I saw." They said there's people in a van and they were biting people and they were like coercing people and this and that, and like. At first, I was watching and I was like, damn, this lady's crazy. Because it was like, you could clearly tell it was like a lady, but she was all blacked out. I was like, where'd she see this? And then you go into the comments, and the first comment is a video of Trump doing a speech, and he's saying that. And I was like, oh, it's just the president. That's why it sounded crazy.
Yeah, like you know, I think I've said it before plenty of times. I don't dislike Trump, but I
Yeah.
don't like Trump.
Yeah,
But like, I don't dislike or like Biden either.
same.
The election year's kind of just been a muda. It's just been like, yeah, whatever. We'll go again next year. GG.
GG go next.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it was 4 years ago too.
I like listening to people that are like either hella liberal or hella conservative, and they're like, you know what? If this guy wins, like, you know, they're the one they don't like,
Yeah.
right? Like if the one I don't like wins, the country's gonna blow up, and then the exact same side says the same thing, like, oh, this politician's gonna get in office and they're gonna change everything and it's gonna ruin the country, right? And I'm like, well, we've been here for a few hundred years.
Yeah, nothing.
I don't know how
that bad has
badly you can
happened.
fuck up in 4.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
see. Plane tickets to Russia is $300. You go right ahead.
Yeah, it's like a lot of conservatives are like, well, you know, now that Biden's in here, he's gonna put all this socialist bullshit into our country, and he's gonna ruin the way our system works. And I'm like, I don't think he'd just be able to pass
Yeah.
all of these extremely like
totally
liberal far left policies. Like
Yeah, easy.
like even if he wanted to, because he
Yeah.
doesn't even fucking know where he is half the time.
I don't think
right?
he wants to. I think sometimes he just.
He's
Yeah.
just doing it because they
Yeah.
paid him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know, like Kamala Harris feels like
Look,
she's
if
gonna be
someone
the main,
paid me a few
like-
million
like-
dollars to run for president,
Hey, if somebody
look.
said, "Hey, you just stand up there and say the speech I wrote you," I would memorize that thing today, yesterday. I
Yeah,
memorized it
yeah.
like
yesterday.
if Biden gets in, when he gets in, whatever, who cares? And he's going to probably step down, and then Kamala Harris is going to be in, right? Because the guy hasn't even been in the greatest shape running for the presidency.
Yeah.
So like obviously he's going to step down or whatever.
Eventually,
Yeah.
I feel like he is because the president. I mean, look at what happened to Obama. When he went in, that guy looked chipper. When he left, he looked like he wanted to die.
well, yeah, you see Abraham Lincoln.
yeah.
Yeah, look
That
at him.
man
Look at how he
went
left
in.
the presidency.
That man.
I had to think about that
okay,
for a second.
okay.
I was like, wait. Oh yeah, no, I know how
Okay,
he left
okay,
office.
okay, but look, he went in. He was like 25. When that man left,
He was
he
dead.
looked like he was. Oh, okay, but
I was
okay.
gonna say,
but
looked like he was
besides
dead.
the
No, he was
point,
actually dead.
like he looked like
yeah.
he was gonna be on his deathbed, regardless.
The guy also had to like run the country during the Civil War, so
But
Probably
that's
had
what
a
I
lot of
mean.
stress on him.
Like
I'd put a little stress on you. You
Little
you
bit.
come into office and the South's like, well, we can't have our slaves.
that's what I mean. If,
you can't have your country.
even look at
South
Trump.
rise again,
He's
fella.
way less of a Dorito now.
Yeah,
Look at him.
He
really?
is. He looks.
He's
he honestly
way
looks
less of a
like-
Dorito.
He looks heavier and he looks paler
Yeah.
than he
Yeah,
ever has.
I don't agree with a lot of the stupid shit he says, but I kind of just feel bad for anyone in that position. And like the fact that he has like a 90% negative media coverage,
Yeah.
like over his 4-year term, like all of the media surrounding Trump has been like 90% negative. Like he's like, man, whatever I do, it's wrong. So like,
Like-
you know, it's like,
I might as well
Like-
go for it.
yeah, it's like even if he does do something good, that's stupid. It's Donald Trump. Who
Like
gives a
I
shit?
get that he's like a morally gray person, but like
morally
he's the
orange.
president. You can at least like give him something.
Well, yeah.
Give the
they
man
gave-
like literally anything.
They gave him the White House.
I mean, I don't try not to pay too close attention to like So in my household, I hear way too much Fox News because for the last like 8 months, that's all that's been going on. And because my mother is
Yeah.
super into Fox News for whatever reason recently, I've been trying to get her off that. But you hear a lot of
That
Fox
shit's
News.
a drug, man.
And it is like it's
It
like
is. No,
listening,
honestly,
like
watching the
listening to
news-
Fox or CNN, especially because like
That
Fox
shit's
is
a
the
drug.
conservative and CNN is the liberal one. Like the way they sell their network and their brand, they like if you agree with their political views, you're hooked.
Yeah.
And it's like you're watching it every day because you need your like
yeah,
reality
yeah,
TV
yeah,
and your
because
drama.
again, it's a drug. They feed you just enough.
Yeah,
They
no,
want you to hear. They
give
they
you-
tell
yeah.
you what you want to hear,
Yeah.
so you keep coming back. It's news with a spin in favor of those kind of political views, and also to keep viewer retention and everything because
Yeah.
because of course it's a business. But I grew up in a conservative household. I don't really agree with like Democrats or Republicans because they've kind of both devolved into bickering children that don't want to run this country and just want to keep themselves in power.
Yeah.
But and bear in mind that is with like significantly less like political research and like staying in that scene than some people, right? But it's just
Yeah.
depressing.
Yeah, when you
Like
see
politics
it-
is a headache.
Yeah.
Why
it
would you
is.
want to? Why would you want to be up to date with politics when it's just a fucking game?
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, no. What was it? Lost my train of thought again, Sal. Got lost in your eyes.
Oh,
It's the podcast, man. That live podcast. You
Let's
get to
not-
stare at
let
him
it
now.
look at me.
No,
This is what happened last time too. I
It
thought-
is, it is,
and
yeah.
we already knew.
Omar
this is
and
how
Tara
it was
both,
gonna
like,
be.
we're talking-
It was
they
the Middle
stopped.
East deal a couple of weeks ago, or like a month ago, and he got a couple of Nobel Peace Prizes for it, and everyone was butthurt that Donald Trump got a Nobel Peace Prize because he's trying to bring stability to the Middle East. And it's like, objectively, on the table, right? If someone brings peace to the Middle East, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right? It's been an unstable region for quite a while. You've got poverty and war and like terrorism coming out of there, and it's just an all around unstable region. And like, making that region stable for like the people that live there, like the average everyday folks like
Yeah.
you or like us.
Yeah.
Like any just average citizen of whatever country they're born into, like making their life more stable, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But because Donald Trump did it,
That's a bad thing.
Exactly.
it sounds like everyone's mad that Donald Trump did it. Like, but he's evil. He's new Hitler. Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's worse than Hitler, right?
Yeah.
Like, Donald Trump tried to go forge like some sort of peace with North Korea, but Donald Trump's worse than Hitler. How could he do that? It's like the guy at least has a few solid things that he's done. The wall's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, he
Well, yeah, that
he
was
said
just to sell
he
his
said
campaign.
I'll build the wall. He built the wall to get racist voters to vote for him. Obviously. That's why. That's how you win the deep South states every time.
Well, I mean, Biden
Yeah.
said, "I'm going to defund the police," and then they would ask
Again,
he
they were
said
just
that-
like, "Oh, perfect.
yeah, all the crazy
we can
leftists
all
were
vote
like,
for him
defund
now."
the police. All right, we
yeah,
got
you
gotta
say
vote.
something stupid, it gets you votes. You don't have to follow up once you're in office.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Like he might like take some of their money or like try to reallocate it later, but he's not going to like
Campaign
all right,
promises
police
are
fund.
hollow words.
Yeah,
It's to
Yeah.
to ensure votes.
It's just
Yeah.
it's literally just marketing.
yeah, it
That's
is.
all it
Yeah.
is.
Like when he ran 4 years ago or whatever, in 2016, 4 years ago when he ran against Clinton, he was like, economy sounds nice. And I'm like, ooh, economy does sound nice. He's like, like rebuilding like roads and like infrastructure and like putting more money to the inner cities and like, towards the youth. Oh, that's a good idea, Donnie. Like do that. And he's done some of those things. So it's like, I don't hate the guy. He's obnoxious.
You don't say.
Like,
Yeah, a little bit.
like it's really hard to like try to defend him or like have something positive to say
Then he goes
because
and
his
says something
personality
stupid.
just
Yeah, again,
so
he's
it
morally gray.
he
It's
just-
just like
for every good thing he does a couple of stupid things too.
Yeah.
just to keep everything
Just-
balanced.
Yeah, everything perfectly
Like,
balanced. just as
perfectly
it should
balanced
be.
is all things should be. He's like, when I'm done, half of my votes will still exist.
oh wait,
Oh,
I think
they
I
did it.
miscounted.
You miscounted. Count them again. all right. So, is there anything like for sure besides Transformers you're looking at on Black
Shoot.
Friday?
I mean, I might not even be looking at any Transformers depending, unless there's like some like
Yeah.
really expensive thing, and I'm like, ooh, that's a good price.
Okay.
Usually like a Japanese import. I want to buy. I've been looking at getting some drives for my tower because like probably like right now I've got a 2 terabyte in there. That's it.
Okay, as a secondary, like as a data drive.
I've literally just got a 2 terabyte hard drive. I'm not running. I don't have 2 drives in it.
You don't have a solid state?
I haven't bought a solid state for it. No, when I built the computer, I was a little poorer than I was when I was employed, and right now I'm a little poorer than I was while I was employed.
Because this is the
like still
this is the computer you were building when we were in college, right? Or
In high
was
school.
it? No, that's the high school computer.
I finished
yeah.
this tower
Yeah.
my sophomore year,
Yeah,
and I haven't swapped anything since sophomore year.
Well, because you put into it.
but
you were
also
smart
because
about it.
it's
Yeah.
not like he got bad parts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
He was
just
smart
they're
about
just
it.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the computer now is 5-6 years old at this point. I want to say.
Yeah.
I think I finished it in 2014, 2013. Yeah, 2013.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
literally
like-
like
yeah,
one
'cause-
year older
yeah,
than
because my graphics
computer
card
that I
is
bought
too.
stock.
Yeah. So I built this guy, and the only thing I've swapped out is a graphics card.
Okay.
Just because
Yeah,
the
of
graphics
course.
card was more expensive, so I swapped out a graphics card and a power supply. But other than that, it's the same stock tower that I put together. You know, it's stock. When I say stock, I mean the one I built.
Yeah, the one you
Right. So I think here in the next 4 or 5 years, I want to build a brand new one. But for now, I want to get like a 128, 256 SSD.
Yep.
As a boot drive. And then like maybe a 2 terabyte or a 3 terabyte HD, you know, like an HDD?
Yeah,
HHD?
HDD.
Yeah.
Hard disk drive.
Hard disk
Yeah,
drive.
yeah, hard drive, HHD.
Hard drive as opposed to a soft drive.
yeah, soft drive. That's what SSD is.
SSD.
You
Soft
unpack
serve
that
drive.
shit, it's just
Soft
yellow.
serve
It's
drive.
a soft serve drive. Yeah, it's like
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you want like a? I think I have a 512
512 hard drive, like a
SSD.
spinning disk.
SSD.
512 SSD.
Samsung
Is it brand new?
Evo. Yeah, in package.
Hook it up.
I got you, brother. I have it like.
So it's over there and all the stuff somewhere.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
just-
it might
I
be
want
here.
to-
It might be in my room.
Yeah, because
In the
I've
office.
never, I've had this Windows operating system sitting on this thing from like when it was Windows 8. Upgraded to Windows 10, so I want to do like a clean install of Windows, and
Get
then
all that junk out. Yep.
on the current drive I have, it's like some games and stuff, and all those like all the actual save data stores and documents. I
Yeah.
can just back it up and then just reinstall the games.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I want to do. Like this drive is just old. Drives fail. The drive is 7 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
feel it.
He's
Like
not
music
kidding.
and shit.
He's not
I'm
kidding.
not kidding.
He's not kidding.
We've got at least 3 gigs.
At
nothing.
least. At least.
At least. Yeah.
No,
so
'cause me too. Like my computer came.
Me
stock-
too. Wait,
No, no,
wait,
no,
hold
no,
on,
no, wait, wait,
hold up.
No, my computer came with the stock 2 terabyte. Probably about HDD. Probably about
yeah,
dude,
HHD, a hard drive.
you messed me up, dude.
You got soft serve?
I got lost into his eyes. Dude.
Yeah, a hard drive and a soft serve drive. So we've established.
Yeah, so,
I am the IT industry.
Yeah. That's gonna be their new motto. Like, the commercial go, come get your soft serve drive. No, I have a solid state that I've just put in probably last year. I think I redid my computer, and then I moved a 2 terabyte like spinning drive as my secondary drive, and that's just made life a lot better. Like
Yeah.
faster boot times and everything. But I kind of want to get a new 2 terabyte drive because that's the one that came with my computer when I bought it 6
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, if I want to be real spicy, I'll get 3, right? I have like one for games, one for miscellaneous, and then like the boot drive.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of what I want to do is have like a 3 or a 5 for games, and then like a 2 or 3 media drive.
Yeah.
So I kind of just want to buy new hard
Yeah,
drives,
new hard
like new
drives.
spinning disk drives, HDDs, because
Yeah.
they're just old.
Yeah.
They wear out.
They do.
And then I just want to have on my boot drive like literally just Windows.
Oh, so you're gonna get like some PETA drives, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put some PETA drives in that bitch.
Some IDs.
Yeah, gonna put like all the old redundant cable connections and
gotta-
shit.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I
I'm gonna say to the
got
PETA
a bunch of
connection,
shit I'm
please.
looking at. I gotta go pee, but
Yeah.
I'll talk about it when I get back.
No, yeah, like yeah, because I want to just like do a boot drive and then
Yeah.
maybe put like Discord on it too, so it loads faster.
Yep.
And then maybe Destiny 2, just because it's the biggest game I have. I play it the most. Like League is a 5 gigabyte game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it is.
And it boots up fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be on an SSD. Destiny 2 is like the most graphically demanding game I play,
Okay.
and it's not even as demanding as like Cold War.
Yeah.
or like Modern Warfare was, or like the newest Doom. It is a graphically it's detailed. Like
Yeah.
you've seen gameplay of Destiny 2,
yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah.
It looks nice, but they intentionally don't make it like cutting edge, like the most graphically demanding game, to make it more accessible and better on your
To
system.
everybody, yeah, exactly. Plus, it makes it easier for them to port it to other systems,
Exactly. That's why it's on 2 generations of consoles presently.
which kind of like segues pretty nicely into our next news topic. Dan. Like, this is why I fucking run. I'm so good at this. Okay,
Yeah,
So-
let me get an Xbox Series X
yeah.
with
So
the windshield wipers.
with the vape clouds coming out.
Yeah.
Because you saw that right, where they're blowing vape into the bag and it's
I
coming
want
out the
I
top.
want the drive that I want the one that fails on hour 1.
With the smokes on
Red
on
Ring
boot.
of Death. It's a launch title. It's a launch feature.
It's a launch.
It's the
I got the
early
red
adopter
Xbox.
bonus. The Xbox bricks as
Yeah,
soon
bro,
as you boot it.
bro. So, bro, chill. It's all good.
Chill, bro, chill.
So basically, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 are sold out like everywhere. Hey, bro, can you give me one? Yeah.
Give me a 40, dude.
Oh, he's not with this Black Friday.
Yeah,
Well,
so we'll just
No, but we'll go into this because I know, but we'll go into this because basically what happened is they're not going to be available again until Black Friday because the scalpers bought all of them. Do you think it's? I already opened this one. I was like,
stupid.
He's trying to give me 2 sun kiss. You want me to double fist?
Double cheeked
I
up
already
on a
know.
Sunday afternoon.
All right, here we go. One for the
Barbecue sauce
podcast.
all over my titties.
Okay, here we go. One for the podcast.
That's so crisp. That is
Yeah.
so clean on these mics. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. So what, Black
yeah,
Friday. What else?
no, Xboxes are gone, dude.
Yeah. No, they are.
They're not
And,
coming back.
like,
So yeah, they're out right now. We're gonna hold that thought, and we're gonna wrap right back to what Pillow was
I mean,
talking about earlier.
that's pretty much all there is to say. They're gone.
yeah.
No, what are you
but
getting back for Black Friday?
what'd you
though?
want for
That's what
Black
we're talking
Friday?
I'm thinking about getting back into the Nerf hobby.
about. Oh, I know where this is
Nerf for
going.
nothing. I know where this is going. He just wants to shoot his wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
wait,
for
wait.
sure,
Sorry,
for sure,
with the
for
Nerf gun.
sure. Yeah, with the Nerf.
No, with a 9mm. I'm going
Colt
to commit
45
murder.
and 2 zigzags.
Actually, technically, Nerf bullets are 7.62 caliber because
Oh.
they are. That's what they measure out to.
He's actually a
Technically.
psychopath.
No,
if he knows the size of the bullet, he's a psychopath.
Yes, obviously, if you know gun stuff, you're a psychopath.
Yeah,
no. If he knows the size of a Nerf bullet,
He just took
Have
his
you ne-
fucking ruler out.
Yeah, you never
measured
bust
the
out a
bullet.
ruler before. You ever been
Oh,
like,
peak
hey,
in high
what's the
school?
size of this? How big is this?
no, I never measured him. Like I just
No,
got
I've never
shoot
used a
him.
ruler before.
Yeah, what is that?
And we didn't have those in high school.
Yeah, they just said eyeball it.
Oh, dude,
My
that
butt.
microphone almost died.
Got to deep throat it.
No,
Jesus.
but I'm
I
just.
could have too.
You could
That's
have.
how good I am.
Hey, you would have caught it though. You would have caught it.
He would have with his mouth. Okay, so you're gonna get some Nerf guns or what?
Probably.
Like-
I'm thinking about getting back into the
Some
hobby.
automatic ones or like just like niche like cola.
Well, because it depends. Like there's one common Nerf gun that like everybody has.
okay.
And
Which is?
it's so common that people like make custom shells for it and they make custom modifications for it.
You know what I have seen? I think I watched the Mythbuster guy make like a case for one.
Yeah, they
Or-
probably have.
or
Or like
his
you
buddy.
see-
The walrus or the one with
you've
glasses?
probably seen in some movies
Glasses.
and
They're both pretty good.
Yeah.
stuff.
What
they
is
both
it?
have
It's
glasses.
Jamie, right? Jamie's the ginger
Yeah.
with like the glasses.
They both have glasses.
The
And
bald
then what's
one.
the other one?
No, the hair, the one with hair. Because
What
the
do
one
you know
with
their
hair.
names. You used to work
Yeah,
with those
Adam
all the
and
time.
Jamie.
Is okay. So
Dude,
Adam.
I used to live off of Mythbusters.
I know.
It's
So,
Adam and Jamie.
so Adam is the one with the sick mustache.
no,
right?
that's Jamie.
That's Jamie.
Adam. Okay, yeah. Jamie's
Is-
the,
is-
Jamie's
is-
the bald guy with the
he's the
mustache.
sick-
Jamie's the one that like
he's the sick
always
mustache with the
acts
beret.
like he'd rather be anywhere else.
Well,
He
no,
always looks so serious.
well, no. Okay, so this is a side tangent, yeah. But like you know, like in like the Mythos show, they don't get along. They really that's not acting. They really didn't get along. They were never friends. They like disagreed all the time. They did not like each other. And then the producers were like, "Okay, good show, good job. Let's keep going."
And
Like
they're no, we actually hate each other.
legitimately, they did not like each
Well, I
other. They
remember
did
one
not
year,
agree.
It's Adam is the one that like goes to a lot of conventions and stuff. He
Yeah.
was at San.
He's
he was at-
the quote unquote fun one. They're both cool. He was actively more involved.
Adam was at San Jose Comic Con, the one we went to.
He always goes to San
Yeah,
Jose.
he goes to the San Jose.
Almost
one.
always.
So because that one is it's still Comic Con, so it's all the geeky shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's also
It's-
got
it's-
like an emphasis on tech and
Okay.
science.
Yeah.
So he was
I'd
there,
like to
and
go.
like NASA goes, yeah, we'll go next
Yeah.
year.
That's fun.
So we'll go for the whole weekend. Why not?
Yeah,
Rent a
hey,
hotel
might
out.
as well.
Wow,
Hey,
no invite. That's cool. I'm in the corner. That's fine.
We, the motion I
the-
gestured.
yeah,
we,
he did the
Yeah,
circle.
we
circled
everyone
around
here
the
at this
room.
podcast right now.
only us.
Oh,
You hear that, Steven?
hear that, Omar?
I know you're busy.
I know you
Writing
listen
a
to the
novel or
podcast.
something.
Writing and reading. He's like, you know George Martin. You know Game of Thrones. That's me. I'm gonna do that, but more. It's like 8 books, like 3 billion pages.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but
he's
no,
just he's just busy. He's like establishing his dominance as the alpha writer in the future.
Oh, yeah.
he is.
just by his dedication
In
to the
like
craft.
3 years, when he's like a famous person, we're like, I knew that guy.
I knew
Who's
that
in
guy
our
keeps
podcast
money
one
I
down.
had a podcast with that.
I had a
guy.
podcast.
You know, I don't know if you read the contract we all signed, but your royalties are my royalties.
Yeah,
so-
honestly, actually, yeah.
Gotta cut
Like
that
when you
bitch
guys
up
all
for-
signed into the
Gotta cut it
the
up 5
studio,
ways.
Yeah, when you signed into the studio, it was if one of us makes it, we all make it.
Wait, you're making money?
Not your royalties, our royalties.
Our royalties.
Sayo Cersei. Yeah. No, yeah. So
Yeah,
so,
but Jamie always goes to San Jose usually.
yeah. No, not
Or
Jamie,
Adam.
Adam.
I don't
So
know why I
Adam,
said Jamie.
I
I got
listened-
myself confused.
I listened to part of his panel, and he and Jamie did get along pretty well, like outside of the show.
Yeah,
But Jamie is like
They
this
very
serious
much
dude.
disagreed
Yeah.
all the time.
Like they parted amicably. Like they're friends.
Yeah.
They still
But
talk
when
occasionally
you're in
and
a
stuff. To what I know,
show like
but on the
that,
show together,
yeah.
like Jamie's like, I thought we were gonna be serious, and then Adam's like, I thought we were gonna screw around. So like some of the times they fought on show was like them
No.
actually fighting and stuff.
No,
Yeah.
at first, I actually, this is crazy. Like before I left, I just watched a video of Q&A of like someone was like, "Hey, someone asked Adam on his new Adam Savage Tested,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, the new channel he
Yeah.
runs. Someone asked him like, "Hey, was Mythbusters supposed to be educational?" And Adam went into saying like he went into the show thinking that he was just reading. Like he wasn't going to be doing any of the experiments. He was just going to be reading the whole time.
Okay.
And then he went in, and then he like eventually he learned like, oh, I'm building and talking. Okay, cool. Oh, I am the show. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then Jeremy, the way he described Jamie was a very straight man. He knew his solution, and that's the one he thought would work. But Adam would, I'm sure you guys know, you've seen Mythbusters. Adam had his own solution, and he was like, "Well, we should do this because I think this will work." And they very much disagreed on that, like how to solve
How
the
to
problem.
do stuff, yeah.
And so they would like actively try to do both solutions and make that part of the narrative of the story or the myth.
Yeah,
or
because
the
they
show
always
or whatever.
did usually.
Yeah,
test
they
both.
always did too. But they didn't make it look like, you know, one was right, one was wrong. Like even when you're watching the show, they don't say, "No, that I think that's wrong. We should do this one."
Yeah.
They don't show that, but that's legitimately how they felt when they were filming.
Well, yeah, when you put two people like that, like with totally different ideas of how the show should be, like is being run, and two, assuming very very smart people, and you put them in a room and you tell them to make this show, obviously they're going to butt heads.
Yeah.
Especially if they have strong characters.
Oh, yeah.
Which one is very like that, strong in the way that he's like, oh, like joking this and that. The other one's strong in the way that he's very serious. So, you know, each one's going to think they're correct over the
Oh, yeah.
other one, and so that
But,
causes
like-
that issue. But yeah.
Like during the show, they weren't really friends, but you know, obviously they're on good. They
Yeah.
got on good terms. They kind of they talked it out, and they kind of knew what each of them expected, and then they just built on that. The Discovery Channel just filmed, and they just kept going.
Yeah, you just do you. So yeah, so some Nerf guns basically, and put some mods on
Okay,
it.
yeah, back to it. But you can like there's like a bunch of mods and stuff. That one common Nerf gun I was talking about, where you can put on everything. I'm looking at getting a few. Maybe hopefully I can on Black Friday. If not, I'll just get one, and that'll be my stock one. I'll get
Yeah.
some more later. But you can get like a Chris Vector kit to make it look more like a realistic weapon. You can get like an M4, an AK, a
Oh,
SCAR
so you
kit.
get shot in public.
Yeah,
I like
pretty
it.
much. But like it's really just for looks and stuff. It's just like
It's for a cop to gun you down because he thinks
yeah,
you has a real weapon.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But it's just like projects I want to do mostly because I'm getting tired of Legos because Legos are really fucking expensive, and that's normally like because I'm sure you know like I have to be doing stuff with my hands all the time.
Yeah.
When we're in Discord, I will like constantly. I have these little like Lego guys with me, like these little Lego toys. I'll admit I don't care. I have to play with them because if I'm not like doing something, I will fucking go insane.
Yeah.
I
feel it.
Like I don't even know if I have ADHD. I've never got tested. I'm like, as long as I'm doing something, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm
and I
moving.
feel
I'm
that. I
like
feel that,
concentrating
no,
on
'cause-
something. I'm fine.
I mean, I really, really like Legos. Like I've always really liked
Yeah.
Legos, and I like to
They're
build and
badass.
stuff, and play with them and things like that. Like set them up.
It's
Like
just-
now, I just kind of give one to my
It's
sister
getting
because I
too
do other things.
expensive, man.
'Cause they're
Legos are
expensive.
really expensive.
I used to buy the sets, and I loved them.
Even
and
if you
everything,
just
but
get like the big tub. Like I paid $50 for a tub of like I think it was 250 individual pieces. $250. It wasn't even like a set. It was just like a bunch of pieces
Multitude,
in
yeah.
a box.
Why do you think
I'm
I have
like, that
20
was
Transformers
insane.
on my desk at any given time? I'm always idling with those.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
I'm like
and
the same way.
Like I understand.
I
that.
always
Like, you're
have
always
something on
like
my desk.
like you're adjusting them or whatever. Like
No,
whenever
like
you're
they
not.
transform. So I can just like, oh, I haven't transformed this guy in 5 minutes.
And then
but,
transform
like,
back.
It's like a fidget. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a fidget spinner, but you know, it's
Yeah.
literally that. Like the fidget spinner craze was like stupid because it's like, oh, this is so fun and neat and trendy. You know, I saw it on
yeah,
TikTok or
no, like
Vine or
Vine,
Twitter, whatever
back
the
in the
fuck
day.
was
Yeah.
going on back then.
I had a fidget cube, and I still do. And I like.
I had a
actively would
fidget
use
spinner,
it
and that
all the time.
helped. Bautista hated me because I had a fidget spinner. I'm like, look, I know you don't like. I even told him one time, like, I know you don't like it, but like this thing actually helps.
Yeah,
Like, it
'cause you're doing
really
something with your hand.
does.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even spin like people would spin outside. I would just mess with it. It would just be in my hands.
Yeah.
Because again, doing something helped me concentrate. It helped me stay engaged.
Yeah, engaged. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, let's move on to the
Um,
Xbox and PS4,
yeah.
PS5 thing. So basically, they're all gone because a bunch of scalpers, and I think it was mainly the distributors,
It was me.
like the Walmarts
How
and
many
the Targets
PS5s
and
I got right
everything. Shut up. Like I feel like they handled it really bad because a lot of them were like, okay, online orders only.
No, I think honestly, I disagree. I think Microsoft handled it really bad. Because
What
I
else
don't
was
I don't
it?
know if you know, but Halo Infinite was supposed to be a launch title.
Okay.
But Microsoft did not give enough time for 343 Industries to finish the game because they're working at home. They're doing
Yeah,
COVID
yeah.
stuff. Like they pushed the game back and they literally said, like I'm as a Halo fan, I'm actively following. They just said, we don't know when we're gonna finish. Like honestly,
Yeah,
we don't know.
You don't give you a set date. Yeah.
Like no, they haven't. They have
I'm not
not.
saying they don't want to give you a set date.
Yeah,
to,
because
not
they don't
disappoint
know.
you, Yeah.
And so Microsoft was just like, okay, we're gonna release it anyway. Just like, okay, whatever. So the only launch title is the new Call of Duty Cold War.
Yeah.
That's the only launch title right now. Other than a game that Xbox is just converting and porting over that
Yeah.
were already Xbox One games.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how the PlayStation worked. But I did see that one tweet from PlayStation that they basically just said, "Oh yeah, we're sold out. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Buy it later."
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like,
Like that's literally what they said on their Twitter.
yeah.
Xbox was just like, "Yeah, we'll have them in stock." Like you can at least like just say that. PlayStation was just like, "Oh well, that's too bad."
Yeah, well, because like basically, I guess like there's stock at stores now, but they're holding it for Black Friday.
Yeah.
like they got a new shipment, and it's like just I feel like it's just really like I know Carl's probably done with this, but like scalpers, like because I know like a lot of there is people that do
Oh
that,
yeah.
and like there's people that take it to the extreme where they buy like 500 Xboxes and they resell them, and then there's some people that like buy like 4 or 5 and then they resell them because
Yeah.
like whatever they get into a tough time and then like that's a way for them to kind of like make some money or whatever, right? I get it. But like I don't know, like that has always like kind of bugged me, the scalping thing, because like I've never
That happened with the
Amiibos.
no, not even the Amiibos,
Yeah.
the brand new graphics cards that just came out. The
Yep,
Nvidia 3090s or the
3090s,
3080s? Yeah, the 3090s. They just let people buy like 20 of them.
Yeah,
Like they just let it happen.
and I was saying, and that's what they said about like the Xbox X, Xbox Series X, and the PlayStation 5. Like there was a lot of stores were like, okay, online orders only, but then they didn't limit
Yeah,
how
they
many
just
you could buy. So then people would go like, all right, click 500 in my cart.
Yeah. But I don't partially blame stores for that. I blame like Microsoft and stuff because they knew like, yeah, we won't have any games because the games aren't done yet because there's a health crisis
Yeah.
going on.
So how about you, Carl? It's like, how do you feel about scalpers? Like, are you like, do you
Oh,
understand why they do it, or you're kind of just like,
Oh, I understand why scalpers do it because they're trying to make a buck.
Yeah.
Like the item is valuable right now. I can get it because it is a limited item. It's
Oh,
basic
yeah.
economics, right? Like,
supply and demand?
It's
yeah,
literally just
you buy it.
it's literally
You
just
buy it
stored money.
because there aren't many of them, and then you sell it because people want the item. It's also scummy.
That's like a word that I've always used, scummy. Like just
It
yeah.
happens all the damn time with like Transformers, any collectible, any sort of like hobby level thing like that. Like it happens in the hobby industry quite a bit, and then we saw it earlier this year with COVID with the toilet paper.
yeah, toilet paper,
Yeah. Yep.
hand
And alcohol,
sanitizer,
like rubbing alcohol, hand sanitizer, all that. Yeah, it's there's a lot of people are talking about it. It's like there's going to be a demand for it. So buy up all the supply sell it for more. It's stupid. It creates, and it creates like artificial supply,
yeah.
like wants.
Yeah.
But like with like
Artificial demand.
in the hobby
Yeah.
industry and everything, like with hobbies and stuff, like when a new Transformer thing comes out, like depending on how hard it is to find it, like exclusives, like Target gets a line every year, like a handful of figures. Walmart gets like 20 or 30 a year, but they always short pack them. So like, there's 4 figures in a case, right? So there's 4 guys that do 2 of each. You got 8 guys in a case, 2 of each. It's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go buy all 8 of them because I know people want them, and then it's a $20 figure and sell it for $50 online.
Yeah.
Or it's a $40 figure and I sell it for $90 online and people buy it.
Yeah, because
Like,
it's gone.
Like
Yeah.
Walgreens, our Walgreens gets, for whatever reason, Walgreens gets 1 a year. 1 figure out of the entire line a year is exclusive to Walgreens. So Walgreens gets a case of 4 or a case of 8, depending. Like our Walgreens gets 8, right? Across the whole town. We only have the 1 Walgreens now, I believe.
I think it's just the one because the other one shut down.
Ours doesn't fucking, the one right there by Walmart doesn't stock for shit. So I went there every day or every other day for like 2 weeks around the time they were all getting distributed. Never saw one. And I just said, the amount of fucking gas I've wasted driving, back and forth and like time wasted, I was just like, all right, fuck it, $20 figure, I'll pay $35 for it online.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
It's like a $20 thing costs double now because of the shipping and handling. Buy it off of eBay because it's like, oh, they know people want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And obviously, like the Transformers market isn't nearly as big as like when a new console drops,
Yeah.
because people go like crazy for that. I think it's just funny when a new console drops and everyone like loses their mind over it and wants to like rush to go get it.
At least they're actually selling good consoles.
Right. No, but the thing is, like when a console drops, if it doesn't have a good game to play on it,
Yeah.
you're buying a fancy brick.
Yeah.
Well,
'cause
that's not even true because with the Xbox, it wasn't a fancy brick. It was literally a multimedia platform. They literally said, "Yeah, we don't expect you to play games on it." So just
Yeah, the Xbox is this newest one?
no, the Xbox One,
Yeah, well
the previous gen,
the PS3 was like that. The
Yeah,
PS3 had
PS3 was
Blu-ray
like-
built
yeah,
in. That was
Blu-ray
a huge
built
selling point.
but
for
it was still built for games. The Xbox One was built to be, this is your all-in-one box. This is your
that why
cable
it's garbage
box.
hardware?
This is your everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, because they try to fit too much into it.
Yeah, and then they remade it. Like, okay, you know what? They even said like, yeah, we made a mistake. Whatever. We're gonna re-release the Xbox
Well, that's
One.
why they re-released it like 4 times. 'cause,
But
like,
but that's where the Xbox X,
Yeah.
like Xavier, and then the S came from, because they were like, okay, these are gaming consoles. They built for
Xbox One,
gaming.
but now it kind of works.
Yeah, the Xbox One, but it's a video game console this time, and it's
This time around we
and it's
got it right.
$150 more.
Yeah.
Or
And
put
then-
actual gaming parts into this. It's actually 4 video
And
games now.
and then they just scrapped that idea altogether and just said, okay, new console. Just
You know what I remember reading somewhere was Microsoft actually like loses money developing and releasing a new console.
Which is sad because they developed and re-released the same
They
console
intentionally
like 4 times.
they know they are losing money
Yeah,
developing and releasing the console.
because it's not the console that sells; it's the
The games.
subscriptions and the games that sell.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still,
they
no
know.
fucking
They know.
So yeah, this year they're gonna lose a lot of money, but next year you're gonna see Xbox stocks and there's Xbox money gains are just gonna be through the roof because the subscriptions and the games
Stonks
are what make the
Stonks.
money.
Hey, bro, get the stocks now.
Stonks. That
Stonks.
fucking meme. The guy says
The guy
Stonks.
has this- it's like the red arrow going up. All right, so let's go. Let's roll on over to the next one. So
Yeah,
Twitter,
this is gonna be really fun.
Twitter rolled out Fleets, which is like Snapchat stories. I use Snapchat quite a bit. I know Trevor has it. Doesn't use it as much. I don't think Carlos has it.
I had a Snapchat for all 5 minutes. Realized I'm ugly. Stopped using Snapchat.
It's not for me. It's for everybody. It's for me to see everybody else. You know, all the
I
beautiful
ju-
people
I
in the
just-
world.
I just use it as a communication tool. That's
Yeah.
really all it is.
But I just kind of like Snapchat came out when we were in high school, kind of.
Yeah, well, that's not when it came out, but that's when it got popular.
That's when it got popular. Okay.
Well, it was what
Our sophomore year.
5 years ago now when it got really popular. Was it 6?
6 years.
Jeez, I'm old.
Right? Yeah, I was like, I've been so far removed from high school for a fat minute
Old.
now. It kind of hurts. And so like, I don't know. It's just weird because like I know when Instagram stories came out and then when Facebook stories came out, like it was the same thing. They always would refer
Everyone's
back to like
freaking out. I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, high school was just the other day.
I already
Sorry, graduated 4 years
like
ago.
Yeah, exactly. like everyone's like freaking out, like, oh, these dudes, there's just stories on this. I'm like, yeah, Snapchat did it. Of course, still do it. Like,
Yeah, exactly. If it's a thing
like,
that's
this,
popular,
that's how competition works.
yeah,
I see this happen every day in the gaming industry. And everyone's just like, oh, no one's ever done that before. And it's like, yeah, I mean, this literally happens
But they
every
have.
day in the related industry.
yeah. So like I don't know. It's just like a thing where like people always freak out whenever other things are similar and stuff.
Or
But
like
like
the stupid YouTube stories that don't work. Those are really frustrating.
those are really garbage.
Like those, I don't. I legitimately don't know why they did that. They don't work on any PC,
They don't work on
any
mobile
desktop
very well.
edition.
Yeah.
But no, they don't work. Period
Yeah.
on desktop. You can't even see them on
Yeah, I know.
on desktop. On mobile, they don't work. They barely work. Like yeah, they're there, but they just don't work.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, especially okay. So I think I'm not sponsored or anything.
All right, I'm gonna look at a Twitter story right now and see if it actually works.
No,
See
it
how
works.
this is because
It
I have stories from people on here that I follow. God, it's fucking sodas, man. I have stories from people that I follow that I literally haven't looked at yet. I haven't looked at it at all. I'm gonna see if this works. I open this one. Okay, this one is just generic graphic with sounds. I'm sure this is gonna have to be edited out. Again, it works. Yeah, like this is already better than YouTube's. Legit, it's literally just Snapchat but on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. And so like I understand, but it's just like it's something interesting. Like when things that are good get copied and like
Yeah.
are similar. So like if you
But
look
not
at
just get copied. When it get copied and it works just as good.
yeah. So like the PlayStation 5, the new controller looks a lot like the Pro controller. Looks a lot
Yeah.
like the Xbox controller. Looks a lot like
But-
so I just got the Stadia controller for free.
Oh yeah, I
Because-
remember saying.
Yeah,
How's the Stadia
just got the
controller?
box. I just
It's
opened
really
it right now.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you held it and messed with it yet?
It's very similar to the
Yeah, it just feels really weird right in your hands, right?
yeah. It's
Um,
different. It's nice though because like I'm saying like it's just weird because like when stuff like when people try to make things better and better and better, I feel like a lot of things evolve towards the same thing.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know.
I mean, people, I know a tons of people, even like online people I don't really know, even like people I do know that they bought Xbox because of the controller. I like Xbox because the controller is bigger and feels better in my giant ape hands. Like it's bigger. It's more comfortable. I like it.
Yeah.
That's why I went with an Xbox.
But now the PlayStation 5 has a bulkier,
it's got a bit
more
bulkier,
Xbox looking
more-
controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, but they literally just like took a PlayStation controller and just said, okay, let's
Beefed
make
it
it
up a little bit,
bigger.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just a bigger and better PlayStation controller. That's just an Xbox controller, and they're pretty much the same. Actually, technically, the PlayStation controller is better because it's got the motion sensor built in.
Uh-huh.
So they just combine a bunch of controllers because it's an Xbox controller, but it's got the motion built in.
Yeah.
It's got that motion tracking on the console that it gets built in, the level.
Yeah.
But it's also got the touchpad that you use for a lot of games.
A lot of games, yeah.
So again, it's really cool seeing something that's just gets remade but better.
Yeah.
Like that's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to past week in history here. I got two. The first one on November 15th, 1904. King C. Gillette patents the Gillette razor blade.
Now, if only they made a good shaving cream.
I
They
can't
like
only
use
Gillette
made good
razors.
blades, but it's just me.
I was gonna say, I can't use
the blades
shaving
are
cream.
okay. You can't use
Wait,
shaving cream.
I break out.
what kind of shaving cream do you use?
I've tried several different ones.
So I'm not sponsored or anything, but
Okay.
I've been using Dollar
should be
Shave Club
sponsored.
pretty much since I
You
started
should be
shaving.
sponsored. Dude.
Yeah,
Right?
Dollar Shave Club is the shit. Like
But,
I
like-
have a subscription to their razors.
Yeah,
But
but
their,
wait,
their
you got to switch to
shaving
the razors.
butter-
Use their shaving
so-
butter.
They're shaving butter. So I
Do
have
it.
eczema. I got sensitive ass skin. Plants like grass and stuff. If I sit on grass, I'll get all red and itchy and splotchy.
Same.
My hands are pretty much the only place they get dry now. Probably because I wash them too
Bro, I
much. I don't
shook
know.
your hand, bro, earlier. I feel like I
Yeah.
was touching sandpaper.
Yeah, because again,
This is a good day.
that's his eczema. No,
Usually
you
they're,
laugh
like,
now,
Usually,
like
they're
really,
cracked all along the joints.
really,
and
it's
bleeding.
fuck, like it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's fucked. I hate it, but it happens.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Yeah, just kind of like do this.
and then it
It's like,
snows.
oh, you want some
Yeah.
some Parmesan?
Parmesan?
on
Like
your salad?
I don't even think that's disgusting. That's just like,
Unfortunate.
Yeah,
That's one big oof from
yeah,
me.
no, really, like,
that's a one oof.
not pop.
yeah, no, really.
Yeah.
So I have sensitive fucking skin, and when I started shaving, I was like, if I'm not shaving like every other day, if I I'm like right now because I'm unemployed, like there was like it's happened twice now in like the 3 months I've been unemployed. Wasn't really doing anything for a week. Wasn't going out, and like I went over to a friend's house, and I'm like, whatever, it's my friends, they know me. And then so I go out, and I'm like, oh right, I'm going out like in public to the store, and I look like a caveman.
yeah.
Just go shave up real quick. It's like I use shaving cream when it's a little longer like that. 'cause
But
I
you
want,
use
like,
the shaving butter
the shaving butter they
Yeah.
sell. Yeah, that's what they call it. And
because
got,
it's
like,
not shaving cream.
It's like mint, honey, whatever, bunch of natural herbs and spices or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Nice little blend. Rub your face. Give
Yeah,
me
exactly.
a good old rub, and it smells nice. It's really strong because it's got like that mint. So it
Yeah.
kind of like like sometimes you'll apply like a lotion or like like mint, like when you
And
chew
it
mint chewing
feels-
gum.
yeah.
feels
It kind of
fresh.
has that like warm.
Like that warm burn, but freshy.
Yeah, like it's not a
feeling.
painful burn, but it has like that heat to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how that shaving cream feels on your skin.
Yeah,
Like it gives you a bit of it kind of feels kind of like warm, like
Okay.
heat, like a cold heat.
Okay.
yeah.
So you
no,
shave it,
definitely
and
try
then
it.
your skin feels real nice and smooth and like soft, like baby's bottom. When you're
Like
done.
baby's
Like
bottom.
soft like baby's bottom when you're done. It's nice.
Because I've never used theirs, but I have
Yeah.
tried several other ones, and
No,
like I always
also to
break
borrow
out.
some of mine, I brought some in a Ziploc.
No.
Yeah, here you go.
No, Sal, like
Yeah, and here's my razor.
What's the time on that one? Get rid of that.
131.
Oh, man. Like no, Sal, like
Listening.
seriously, no cap. Dollar Shave Club, not sponsored. Like
Hey, but
No
if they
cap.
try out the shaving butter.
110%.
It
all the
really
way.
does work.
dead ass,
Dead ass.
bro, he said dead ass.
B.
No,
hey,
really.
dead ass. B.
Look, I'll say it.
It's
no
great.
cap.
10 out of 10.
It's good.
Give me a sponsorship.
Yeah, honestly, if he sponsors, we'll all use it. I'll make a video about it. And everything.
I will use it. I
We
will-
already
I will
do, but
sell
I
that
could go for
shit.
some free blades.
Yeah,
like-
exactly. I could go for some
Like,
free blades,
and not just because I want the free blades. Like, I legitimately love these products.
Yeah.
It feels good, and not like you already know the razors.
Yeah, no, the
It feels
razors
good.
are clean. Like I
It's
said,
like-
hot water. The razors I shave clean.
Like,
Which one?
Yeah,
I get the generic, the 4X
the
or
4,
whatever.
yeah, the 4,
the 4.
The 4 pack with like 4 blades on it.
yeah, in the
Yeah.
middle, yeah,
That's
Yeah,
the
the
base
4x4.
one,
yeah,
right?
because there's the 2, and then there's the 6, and then there's the 4 in the
Is the
middle.
4 the
The
standard?
4 is the yeah, the
Yeah,
standard
standard.
one.
that was their standard because they used to have the 4 and the 6, and the 6 was like the premium.
Yeah, and then they released one. It
A
wasn't too long
two-blade.
ago, but they released the
two-blade.
2-blade one.
And it's not Gillette. I think Gillette has a mail away subscription now because a couple of other brands have tried the like mail away
Yeah.
subscription after
There's
this.
Harry's too.
It's
Gillette-
Harry's is the one I see at
Yeah.
Target. And my
Harry's is pretty good, but they have the shaving cream that's not like the lotion that like Dollar Shave Club has.
yeah, because shaving cream is like it's like a gel. It feels
It's
like, right?
Yeah, because it's like a gel that like I can't even describe it, but like you know how it is. It's like a gel that almost turns into a cream.
Yeah, and it's like foamy.
uh,
it
So
kinda-
so I
the-
like the Shave Club thing because
It's the best way I can describe it is more like a lotion.
it's literally like you ever had like high quality garlic butter? You buy it- No, I shit you not because it's got chunks of
motherfucker's scooping the fucking into his
No.
mouth.
no.
It's his mom
it
walks in.
actually
His mom
it
walks
is-
into the bathroom. He goes, "Carl, it's supposed to go on your face." What? So
No.
you eating
It's
it?
actually that's not me. It's actually really overpowering. The smell. I have a sensitive nose.
It's really
It's
strong.
like it stinks to me. Like it's just really strong. I'm like, oh, I don't
It's
even
really
put any
strong,
on my
but
like upper
it
lip because it
feels-
stinks.
Okay,
Like to me, because it doesn't smell bad, but it's strong.
strong. Yeah,
It's
overpowering.
like it's like when you drive through like
It's
like
it's
a
just
garlic field.
yeah.
You know,
Oh,
all
into
you
Hanford?
smell
Okay.
Really,
is
it's
garlic.
It's got a really strong
It's
smell.
that, but it's good. It's nice. Because I'll get it and I'll kind of like pour water on it. You know, like I'll water my face with like a
Yeah.
warm towel, and then I'll water and it's like the thing just goes on clean.
Yeah, no, it's
But
like,
it has
break out.
it has the consistency of butter. That's why they call it
it's
shaving
like
butter.
like I know you've tried shaving cream. You know, like when you spray it on your hand
And it foams
and
up
if
right there.
it but like it'll wait a second before it foams up, but it's like that nice
Yeah.
soft cream liquid. That's exactly what it feels like.
Okay, but it doesn't foam.
But it's not in
it doesn't
But it's not in
foam.
an aerosol can. It's
It
not
doesn't foam.
pressurized.
It's not pressurized.
It
It's
foams
just
when you lather it. Like it needs to have. You add water to it, and it kind of lathers
not even
on.
not
Yeah.
even actually because
I put water on it.
because I don't put water
Useless.
on. Like when I shave, I don't put water on until I'm done.
Big brain.
Shit's $7 a
Like
bottle.
so I
for
put it on my
that.
face. I'll put it on my face. I'll shave, and then I normally put water on. But so it doesn't foam until I'm done, and then like I do that. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to use it, but that's how I use it, and it foams off really easily because that's when it turns to foam is when water hits it.
Okay.
So I just don't use water until I'm done, and then that's just to clean it off, and it gets really easy.
Okay, so let me run you through how I shave. So I hop in the shower, take a fucking hot ass shower, and then I hop out and I go to the bathroom and then I throw some more hot water on my face and then I heat up the blade under hot water and I just
Yeah, because
And
I
I'm clean.
normally shave before my shower.
no, I shave after my shower. So the
I
pores are
do
open.
before.
I put a hot towel on my face and I sit there. I put on an audiobook by Audible, not sponsored. No.
Shut up.
I'll
Now,
actually-
Audible now
no.
starting.
Yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll put like a towel like this over my face, and
Yeah.
I'll just kind of like sit there for a minute, and I'll let it warm up, and I'll open my pores because the way my mindset is after I'm done shaving, I've got like all the like hair follicles and everything, and the skin might be like mildly irritated from going at it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, you know what? I want to like take a shower, like clean it all off. I don't want to have like shaving cream or like miscellaneous hairs or anything on afterwards. Like the shower's like a nice little cleanup after you're done with everything.
Okay, so I take a hot shower and everything, and then I in my towel. Like I don't go get dressed or anything. In my towel or whatever.
I just stand butt naked. In
Yeah,
front of the
I
mirror.
stand butt naked in front of the mirror and I admire myself. And I shave it all off.
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
3.5.
Yeah, 1 out of 5. And then after I shave it, like again, hot water and then a towel, and like I wash my face again to get it all off. But like I've always had a sensitive face. I have eczema too, but like I break out very easily on my face, and then I have a bad tendency of like if I feel something on my face, I pick at it until I bleed.
Yeah, you pick at it.
And so like that's why like I would
Yeah, no,
hate
I totally
shaving
get
and
it.
then getting a pimple or like an ingrown hair. Because I would pick at that sucker until it either came out or my face was like pouring blood. Like I'd be sitting in
Mhm.
class.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I ever. Yeah, you would see me and I'd be scratching, and then all of a sudden I'd go like this, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck, there's blood on my hand."
You ever just like get an ingrown hair and then just like take like tweezers and just kind of like yank it out? Have you tried that
Yeah.
one? That's what you do.
No, but like
But that's not what he does.
that's not what I do.
It's the real end game strategy. You just kind of.
No, why would I do that if I could just take my nail and just scrape the motherfucker
You
out?
Why would I do that when I
grimy
can just
nail.
take my
In
knife
high school
and just
after
stab my
lunch or
cheek,
whatever.
my
You
face?
haven't washed your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking lunch underneath your nail. You're giving yourself an infection.
Exactly, just like
Yeah.
that. We from
Yeah.
the middle northwest now.
Yeah, no, but Gillette, make better
Best a
cream.
man can get. Not sponsored.
Well, because the reason I also brought this up is today in class we were talking in literally the one class I have to attend like on time is Wednesdays at 9 in the morning. So I get there and it's like a 1 hour lecture once a week, and he was like, yeah, basically this and that, and he was talking about patents and intellectual property this week. Okay, fine. And he was telling us
Cool,
about that him and his team or whatever that he has for this project were basically developing a razor made out of silicone. So like silicone, like the stuff they make processors out of,
Wait, like the blades or?
like the blades. So they were like thinly sliced in
Oh,
silicone.
interesting.
And it's basically they last longer, they don't dull out as fast, you can use them a lot, they're cheaper and all this stuff. And I was like, bro, finish it. It's like finish it already. Do
Finish
something.
it.
Yeah.
We will literally sell
Buy-
your product.
yeah.
Look, free advertisement.
Yeah.
Boom.
And so like I was like, bro, that sounds amazing because like before I did Dollar Shave Club, which I've been doing Dollar Shave Club for a fat minute, I would go and I would buy razors. I'd buy Gillette razors. And one, they were hell expensive, and two, like I would only get like one use out of them, and then
Yeah.
I was like, they're dull.
Yeah,
like it would
you-
tug at my face.
Yeah, because that's what
What's
they're made for.
what's
They're
a
made for one
cartridge of
use.
Gillette cost these days?
of the good ones, I think a pack of 4 is
It's like $20.
yeah
for
22.
4.
I think 22 for a pack of 4.
I pay $5. Okay, so I pay $5, right?
Yeah,
the
for a Dollar Shave
Club, 4 blades a month, and I probably only use 3 blades in a month.
Yeah.
On like a bad month.
Yeah.
Because if you shave like
Yeah.
every other day, the blade isn't working with as much stuff.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't get dull as fast. The blades are pretty high quality for what you're paying for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even me, like when I was in high school, you saw, like I know you saw my face.
That's what threw me off when I saw you. You don't
yeah.
have your fucking beard. I was
He
like,
doesn't. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck
yeah, I
happened to
just shaved
Trevor?
because I had an interview. But
You should have showed up with the beard, been like, so
No, it was their dress code was no beard, so I was
Oh,
like,
okay.
all right,
The problem with a lot of places
I'll
is like
shave
they
it.
don't want heavy facial hair,
But
especially in
How-
the
like-
food industry.
how am I supposed to show that I'm a man?
but like the hat, dude. Remember last podcast, the hat. But no, like when I was in high school, my dad was like, "Hey, you're like becoming a man. You're in high school now. I'm gonna give you these razor blades."
Not
And I
even
was
close.
like, "Oh, these are cool." That's when I discovered Dollar Shave Club, and like when I shaved, it was like I probably shaved when I was about here. I shaved like what I shave maybe like once every 2 weeks. I don't know exactly what it was. But I would use one blade a month, like one like pack a month. So I would just use that one. I'm like, okay, it's about time. I'll get another one. It's like a new month. I'll get another one. Put it on. I'll do that.
Yeah, for a fat
But
minute.
they
when-
last.
Yeah, for a fat minute, when I was getting the razors, they send you a pack of 4, and then they were like, "Oh, if you don't need it every month, you can do it every 2 months." And I was like,
Yeah.
"That's perfect." I was like, "Because I use 1, maybe 2 a
I
month."
think that's what mine is every 2 months right now.
Yeah, because
actually.
like my face, early, like back in the day or whatever, back
Yeah.
in the day, a couple
in
years
the
ago,
day.
my facial hair wouldn't grow as fast, so it was like I don't really need 4 blades every month. And then
Yeah.
now I do. I get 4 blades every month.
I get 4 blades every 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll use like 1 blade every because I can get like my hair like this right now. You can see it's kind of
Yeah,
scruffy.
scruffy.
If I shave like
scruffy.
this or even worse, so if I shave like every 2-3 weeks,
Yeah.
use the same blade like 2 or 3
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
But like again with the shaving butter, it just literally comes off.
and you can get like a very small little thing of shaving butter. Like
Yeah,
maybe-
you don't like a shaving cream. You got to get as much as you can almost. You
feel like-
you
I
can
feel
get a
like-
tiny bit, and you just have to have just enough on just to cover all of it.
For me, like a regular like for like playing marbles.
Yeah.
Just a regular, not a shooter,
Yeah.
like a regular size marble.
Yep.
Like not even a marble's worth of like a dollop of
It's-
shaved butter.
you don't
That's
have
what
to
I
use a lot.
use. And I water it down. And I kind of like do that, and I just lather it all
Yeah.
down, and that's enough.
It's
I
like
feel good.
it's
too.
perfect.
I'm gonna add it to my box.
No, I
Do
mean
it,
like the
dude.
shit. It like
Really,
like
do
the
it.
shaving like for the long because I'm a cheapskate, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm working minimum wage when I was working minimum wage job, right? And now the government's money, right?
Oh, you work
Get-
in the system.
Getting my no, because I have my unemployment. That's my
No,
like
that's what you want to do.
Yeah, 'cause,
but,
like,
yeah.
I'm running it. I'm using it right now because like
You're just
it's a pain in the
using
ass
the
to
money
find a
you
job.
earned.
It's a pain in the ass to find a job in Tulare. It's built up. I'm finishing the school thing.
Might as well use it.
Theoretically, I'll get a better paying job with that, right? Like, So I'm using the money, and so it's like even like now I'm making even less money. But so I get the shave butter like whenever I need a new one. I'll just add it to the one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
It lasts for a long time.
because like for a while I was like, I don't want to use the shaving butter because it costs money, and so it you can shave like you do, where you just shave with water, and that's fine. It works. But the shaving butter, it just glides.
Yeah, just
Like
makes it-
there's already minimal friction when you're not using the shaving butter, like with those blades. Like I've known
Yeah.
just in my experience, because I don't let my hair get all like long and coarse, so there's very little for it to like cut through. But like there's no friction with the shaving
Yeah.
butter.
But
Nice.
well, because
It's
it's got like chemicals in it where it'll smooth out your skin and stuff too.
Okay.
So it's
good
not
for you.
it's not like just built for
chemicals,
shaving.
it's like herbs.
Herbs.
Well,
The shaving butter they do
herbs
is like,
are still
It's got
chemicals.
fentanyl, chlorine.
the shaving butter they
Fentanyl,
use is all
chlorine,
natural,
aerosol.
which
yeah, all that
so-
stuff to
so-
fuck with your
Cyanide.
face.
So you know how Dollar Shave Club started this back in like when we were in middle school. I remember seeing
Yeah.
the ads for them.
Really?
Dollar Shave
Yeah.
Club's been around since like we were in middle
It's
school
old,
because
man.
they were like it was like a novel idea, like it was brand new. Like they started the whole like they were one of the first like boxed like grooming products.
Yeah.
Boxed, we will ship it to your house.
And so I remember seeing the commercials for them on TV and stuff. It was like, Dollar Shave Club, you're kind of a pussy if you don't use these, right? Like you're not a real man's man. And so the one I've seen recently is the man. It's not Manscaped. Is
Yeah.
that the fucking no? It's
Yeah.
it's for shampoo and for soaps. Have you seen that ad? It's like the Squatch box or
yeah,
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Yeah.
I've been
Is-
seeing
isn't
those.
that the one to wash your nuts too? Is that what I'm talking?
That's
yeah, yeah.
Manscaped.
That's
Manscaped is for like
Manscaped.
down
It's-
there.
No, but the Sasquatch also talks about like
They-
washing.
yeah, well, yeah, because they have soap for it.
yeah.
Okay, so what the thing I saw, because it was a long ass ad, and I was like, oh, I'm a man, and I bathe regularly. You should try it.
Yeah.
kidding,
You're like, "All right, I'm watching."
Not flaming anyone in particular, but hygiene's important.
It is. BO is disgusting. Like, not gonna lie.
Fuck that shit.
Bro, I hate.
So So I'm sitting there and I'm watching the ad. It's like fucking 6 a.m. and I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go drink some coffee and watch a YouTube video. And it's like, oh, here's this ad. And I'm like, wow, an interesting YouTube ad. That never happens.
Ads.
Like, so
Ads.
it's like a 5 minute ad, and I'm watching it.
You
And I'm
watched the whole thing?
I was interested.
Okay.
And so it's the first time I saw the ad, I was like, huh. And it's also like, oh, the soap's good for your skin and everything. And I'm like, oh, well, I happen to have pain. So I'm interested.
He just
And
looks
so-
down and it's two glaciers and it's just
Yeah,
pain.
and it's just the shit's either like the shit's all like cracked and dry, and I'm like, oh, that's the good stuff. So it's a good day when it's not bleeding.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Actually, existence is suffering. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching the ad, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of neat. It's like organic soap and this and that. And I was like doing a little bit of research into it, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. If I had the money, I'd do it. Like I've been thinking about it because like they got one, and it's like, oh, you can smell like what do you want to smell like? The ocean, a pine forest.
That reminds me of the
a
Old Spice
lumberjack?
commercials, where
Yeah,
they're like,
no, but
"Yeah,
like-
you want to
but
smell
they
like a man,
actually- 'cause,
bear
like-
glove, and
no,
like out in the
because-
forest."
But like Old Spice is a chemical thing.
Yeah.
It's not, this
Yeah.
is like I'm like, oh, because I use like the the bottle, like I use.
I mean, I use
Suave,
Old
think.
Spice,
Yeah.
so
Swap.
Like,
Yeah.
Suave, like, I
Yeah,
use
yeah,
Suave.
yeah,
It's just the
I do
brand,
too.
And apparently this stuff's really bad for your skin, and like
yeah, it is.
the chemicals in it,
It really is.
like prolonged exposure to your testicles and everything, could potentially cause cancer, or like just
Fun times.
decrease the effectiveness of your
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
genitals. So I'm like, huh,
Yeah, maybe I don't. Yeah, maybe I
Like,
don't.
yeah.
Well,
so I'm
bro,
thinking,
I use the Suave like 6-in-1. It's a shampoo, conditioner,
Yeah,
body
yeah,
wash.
yeah. Those are the
oil.
bad ones.
It's a,
Really? No,
if you
I'm
want to change
serious.
your
Like,
oil,
those are the bad ones.
if you need to put liquid in your fucking.
yeah. I use the body soap, and then I got like a 2-in-1 like shampoo and conditioner for your hair. But like I've been thinking like, oh, this
You guys are
Squatch,
gonna
the
laugh at
Sasquatch
my
or whatever
shampoo.
seems pretty neat. And like the one of them is like ocean spray, and I'm like, you ever been to the ocean?
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite smells. Is like the salt, like the brine of the
Yeah,
ocean.
yeah. She's like, I want to smell like that.
I want to smell like dead fish and harborside.
Seaweed. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's sad people.
The ocean spray.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
like
nice
the-
smell.
yeah, the
like I'd like to
freshness.
live close to the ocean if I could.
Isn't
this
the
fucking
Suave-
valley's garbage?
Isn't the Suave scent literally called Ocean Spray?
Yeah, it's called
Like, isn't that like
it's
exactly what
Gold
it's
Bond
called?
foot powder spray. It's the fucking Shaq
Gold
meme.
Bond.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that? It's like skin. I nurture my skin. Yeah, and it's all the fucking.
I nurture my skin.
Yeah, I loved that. I remember when Trevor showed me that in middle school when I was even.
And now I'm the kind of guy that would find
Now
that
Trevor's
shit
like, you know how much time I spent on YouTube today? Let me show you what I got.
all the time.
All right, let's move on to the next thing for Past Week in History. I have that on November 17th, 1970, Douglas, Engelbart receives a patent for the first computer mouse.
Man, this man,
Bro,
this man revolutionized gaming.
Imagine if we still use trackpads, bro.
This man revolutionized gaming. Well, no, because we didn't use trackpads. We used the arrow keys. Remember
Yeah,
that
bro,
shit?
Imagine.
That's
Imagine,
how
bro.
you would navigate your PC.
You
The
remember,
fucking
remember
arrow
like
keys.
very early computer games when like the mouse wasn't a fucking like necessary hard drive, like old ass computer games. It was either text based or like arrow keys.
Arrow
Yeah.
keys.
Yeah,
You
the
never had
mouse
to
is
use
the mouse is great.
Yeah.
because it simulates your hand running across a screen and tapping the shit. And they were like, "Oh yeah, what if
I'm
we did that?
I'm over here fucking clicking heads.
If
And
only I
shit.
did a touchscreen that could simulate the way a mouse could just do anything on the mouse." Oh, amazing!
Amazing.
10 out of 10.
Out
of
Wood
10.
mouse again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
man, this
The
man
mouse is great.
revolutionized gaming, man.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Your
saying.
work
I
is
Yeah, I
greatly
just want to bring it up
appreciated.
because, like, bro, we all play
Yeah.
video games, everything like that.
The
Like,
podcast isn't entirely a tech-based podcast, but we are all into that scene.
yeah,
We
We
are
spend a
all
lot of time
tech-based
using computer and
people.
technology, and it's not like surface level normie. Like, I got my iPhone and I take pictures and I have a tablet. Like it's like we're
We
more
are
into the
heavily
technology of it. We like
As I'm
computers
sure
and
you know,
technology.
if you're a longtime viewer,
yeah.
I mean,
you
I've
know,
been here since season 1.
or you know, or you know,
we
yeah.
can say that
We've
now.
been here since season
We can
1.
say- I've been here since season 1, bro.
Or-
what season
or,
you guys
you
in now?
know,
2.
or you know, if
I
you
was
haven't
there.
been
I
listening
joined in
to
like
the
episode
what,
13.
past,
That's when shit got good.
how
Carlos
far are
arc?
we in? 45 minutes? Or if you've been listening for the past like 2 hours?
No, we're probably about an hour and
About an hour
20.
40.
Hour 20.
Yeah.
said
If you
hour
haven't
30 earlier,
noticed,
I thought. We're like we're a
if you
while-
haven't
we're-
noticed, we are heavily invested in the tech industry.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's that's part of our lives. Like just
Yeah, like brief tangent. one of many because it's me. I've been,
Oh, like the whole
you guys
podcast.
You guys didn't
hasn't
hear
been
me, but I
cannons.
nodded twice. Like yes,
yeah.
you
So-
may proceed, child.
Yeah,
So this is what you paid for.
No,
Okay?
I fucking love it, dude.
yeah, like I
This is a podcast.
like I've been doing things with electronics and technology. It's like the only hobby I have outside of Transformers, and this is the more profitable one. Like
It is. It is. This is how you make money and
Oh,
not
yeah.
lose money.
No, you make the money using electronics and being
To-
in the IT
to buy
industry
Transformers.
to buy a bunch of fucking
Okay,
Transformers
exactly.
that sit on a
Easy.
shelf and collect dust.
Taking notes
Take notes. son.
furiously.
This is the actual true measure of a man's wealth: is how many Transformers you own.
If you don't have at least 6, you're poor.
Yeah, just 6.
At least 6.
So like I mean, I've had, like when I was a kid, it was like, oh, video games. You got my
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 and my GameCube, right? And like my
Best console.
DS. No, the best console is actually the DS. That's not biased at all. It's got a pretty good library
I don't know,
across the
man.
two
It's
versions of
pretty
it,
nice.
which
I
is
really
pretty
like
good.
the
It does
Switch.
have Breathe in the Wild.
It does have a. It does have now. It now
Breathe
has.
in
It
the
now
wild.
has the
Bro,
best
it's
Super
got
Mario
Skyrim.
game on it.
It's obviously superior.
It does have the best Super Mario game on it. 64.
Look, look,
Sunshine.
Look,
64.
Sunshine.
It's
The
got
one that-
Skyrim. It's obviously superior.
It's got 64. The one
Can we
that's
cancel him,
the one
right?
that's- the one that's kind of buggy, but it's still pretty good. And every other 3D Mario game would try to emulate.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
for sure.
Kind of. Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, 64's got the jetpack. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sunshine's got the jetpack.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So you say you were into, from a young age into
like
tech.
from a young age, I've been into electronics, right? Like I'm sure all of us have that story,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like it was video games, or it
I
was
grew up watching my dad play Halo.
yeah, or it was
Yeah.
like, oh son, the TV's broken. We're gonna, I can fix it, and I just press all the fucking buttons on the remote. And be like, oh, how'd you do that? A trial and error.
I pressed
Literally,
the button, Dad.
That's like I feel like a lot of us in this day and age or whatever, all of us at like at least our age or whatever, it was a lot of trial and error. It was like
Our generation. It's the fact that we can
Yeah.
say, man, these kids don't know.
these kids don't know what it means.
We're
to struggle.
we're old enough now.
Yeah.
where we can say that. Like when I was a kid,
Man,
we
it is
still had,
so weird.
like-
It is so weird being between two different generations, man.
like we're in that generation of like there were still analog TVs and stuff, and like cable
Yeah,
TV
we're
and
like
everything.
between. It's so
like
weird.
the internet was becoming widely spread, but there were no smart devices.
Nope.
There weren't just pocket handheld devices with access to
No.
the internet and everything. Like the information age.
Your
was kicking
TV
off.
didn't connect
Like-
to anything
like
but
we,
the cable.
We were growing up as the information age was becoming as
Yeah.
widespread as it is. Like
It's
we've
crazy.
seen that whole thing. Like I've got my cousin who's 7 now, and I already feel old because of that. Because I remember when he was born, and he comes up to me the other day and goes, was like, "How come when like he said something to me and he was like, what'd you do with this and that when you were a kid?" And I was like, "We didn't have tablets, guy."
Hey, we kicked rocks.
I'm like, I had a cable TV and a console where I had to manually swap like cartridges. 'Cause I had
yeah,
a 64.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
We had to swap cartridges and discs.
let me play you the song of my people.
No,
Yeah.
bro. What I would do is because on the Super Nintendo, sometimes the chip would get messed up, so you had to push it in there a little bit and then slam that boy in.
Yeah.
Easy. All time.
Readjust it.
Yeah, because I grew up when the 64 was old when I was starting to play games, but I had a
Same.
64 because it was a used console. Like I had an older system. Like I never owned a GameCube. I had friends that had GameCubes. So I've played the GameCube's library, but that's
Yeah.
the one console I have like less nostalgia for.
Yeah.
But I played it. I had it. I understand.
You understand? A little
64.
bit.
64 is still better than Sunshine, but
Okay, whatever. Continue.
Yeah,
Well, that's a discussion for another day.
it's trash.
Good is not trash.
Hey,
You will actually
look. Pikmin isn't that good, but let me tell you what got the most
You come
views
in
on
my
South
dojo.
Channel. Look, let me tell you what got the most views on South Channel.
Scooby-Doo.
I'm not kidding.
Scooby-Doo.
That thing brought in more viewers than the podcast.
Scooby Doo has like
I
1,000
saw it.
views. I don't know why.
It's because it's niche.
Which I just played one 30-minute video though, but I was really good at the
Well,
game.
no. You know what it is? It's the new YouTube system because it sees it as a kids game. So it's like, oh, that's a kids game. Kids
And
can
I was
watch
in high school,
this.
so I was a lot more PC.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
No,
I've
really, that's
corrupted
really
you, I'm
what it
sorry.
was.
It's okay.
Omar and I have trained
Puggers.
you well into the dark side of the Force.
Puggers.
Puggers.
Continue.
Bugger.
So,
Oh, look at that cone. It's perfect.
That is a perfect
Puggers.
cone. So like you're saying, like we grew up in the information age.
yeah, no,
so-
like the information age technically starts with like from what I know, I'm not a historian, it's like it's a currently ongoing age, so I don't
Yeah.
know how they like hard date
It started like
It
right
effectively starts in the late 90s when the internet becomes more widely available.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when the internet becomes a common thing in households, that's when the information age kicks off. But the information age kind of goes up another notch around 2007 or 8 with the iPhone.
Yeah.
Like when smart devices started becoming a thing, like everyone has easy access to the internet and this huge
it's
database
portable.
of knowledge. Like, and it's portable and technology is faster. Like you don't need to swap discs for entertainment mediums, right? Like everything is digital now. Discs are a dated medium.
Yep.
Even the most efficient ones, the Blu-ray,
Yeah.
you can just digitally stream everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As long as you have consistent internet access, like as long as that infrastructure exists, everything's so much easier than when we were kids.
Man.
And like we're not even old. We're like early.
not.
We're
We're,
not
in
even
our
that
early
old.
20s.
We're not even
But
that
the
old.
next generation, like my cousin and everything, like little kids, they're like they grew up with all this cool stuff, and I'm like, wow, you know, like that's pretty neat.
I mean,
Like a significantly greater technology leap
like, we're not
between the
even-
kids that are like 20 years ago for us, you know, and like our parents, you know, 20, 30 years older than us, like their generation to our generation to this next generation, like
A big
there,
jump.
there was a much bigger leap, I feel, in technology between us and like young children now than when we were young children and our
Yeah.
parents were like the young adults.
Yeah, because a lot of this stuff has been more in recent years for us.
Yeah, it's like that, you know, like Moore's law for like processors.
Yeah,
I feel like
double.
a variation of that applies to just technology in general.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Like,
you
it
guys
just-
remember. I remember when there wasn't a Netflix app for game
I remember when
consoles.
Netflix
there
was
was
like
a
a con-
disc.
There was-
You had to put in a disc, and that's how you use the Netflix app.
I remember when
That
Netflix
was
was
crazy.
trying to be like Blockbuster on the go.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
We
again,
used
it
to
was
do
a
that.
disc.
You remember when Netflix
You-
was Redbox?
yeah.
You had
Remember
to
when Netflix
buy.
was like a Redbox
it was
competitor?
five. It was it $5.99. You had to buy a disc for your console,
and
then
the
like,
disc would
okay,
access the library. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like this was a Wii Netflix disc.
Remember when
this
Netflix
was a
was just games?
Wii Xbox
Like, from
360
the get-go,
disc.
they were early on. They were a game seller.
Yeah.
And then there was GameFly that came.
GameFly
That
came
off-
and went.
came
It's
and went.
gone.
No, well, it was spawned off of because of Netflix because
Yeah.
Netflix switched into just movies.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
GameFly was a service that existed for a cool 5-6 years,
Yeah.
and it was in and out in our generation. Like when we were
Yeah.
going through middle and high school, it died off,
And it
because the
will never
technology-
be remembered.
Yeah, the
ever.
technology became too
It will be
advanced.
gone.
It was redundant when it was created. Like the
Yeah.
technology was already outpacing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I feel like we exist in such a cool time. We're just gonna miss space travel, so that kind of sucks. You know,
What was
because they
it?
don't
Born too late to explore the world. Born too early to explore space.
born
But
just
born
in time
just
to
time.
explore. You really got to appreciate though is by the time I became like like in high school and like when you're like an early college student like our age now, that's like prime time because you're like the most open minded. You've been exposed to the widest array of things, and that's when you can like explore stuff. So like I feel like we missed like the primo time for like some of that really good meme shit like by 5 years because memes have become hella normie now.
They are.
No,
like-
not even.
Like there's a lot of meme culture has just become like mainstream.
Because I
Oh, yeah.
remember.
That's not all of it, but
I
it's like
remember-
it's such a
Oh my
throw-
gosh. At my interview yesterday, the guy that was interviewing me was talking to me like he was basically saying what the manager does. He was like, that's basically the big hoss position.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? Hold up.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength here. No, I remember like when memes like were hitting for me, I was like middle school transitioning into high school. And the thing was like memes were something that you made, you created, you cultivated, you built, and then it was something popular for a while.
Yeah.
Like there was meme calendars. Like
Yeah.
this month this meme was very popular. Next month this meme was very popular.
Okay, but it's still that way. The
It
meme
is
culture
more-
still works
It's
that
more
way.
sped up though.
It
and
is
that-
for
that,
more like
stuff
niche
doesn't
things,
get-
but because it's like you remember like all the like troll face,
Yeah.
and like the
Top
like, with,
text, bottom text, yeah.
like top text, bottom text, the white thing, like the image, or like like all those like those caricatures,
Image, character, face.
and it's like
Yeah.
like all
Yeah.
the different like those faces, like those black and white, like
Yeah,
those
yeah.
shitty. I forget what the name is because it doesn't matter. They're redundant at this
Well,
point.
Yeah.
it was just the meme and then face.
Yeah.
That's how old it was.
Yeah,
it
but
was
like,
troll
or you know, how, like
face.
the meme was like that face. It was like that
Yeah.
cartoon image that generated off of some like I think like a 4chan image board or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody drew it and it became a meme, right? And there were all those different ones. Like the white text, top text, bottom text meme, like that was the format, and it's evolved. Like there's like just the image, or like that, like all that. But like specific ones get picked up by like more mainstream like social media and everything, just because of how like widespread the internet's
Yeah.
become in recent years.
and how because of how the internet works.
Yeah, and then the meme gets picked up, and it becomes its lifespan is significantly shorter because everyone and their fucking mother like is using the meme constantly and like with no irony.
Yeah, sometimes it's like
You got to
that
appreciate
didn't
the
work.
irony of a good. You got to be ironic with it. You know, you got
Yeah.
the satire, the
the underlying.
Yeah, the like kind of dry humor for it is kind of like
And-
what makes the meme. And then when it's just like, oh, you know, the starter pack. You know
And-
that? You remember that? You remember starter pack? That was so fucking
Yeah.
normie. I remember that in high school. That was.
I remember
whew.
people making those when I was in high school of people that I knew, and I was like, you're not allowed to make memes. Like,
You
But-
can't make memes. You're too normie.
yeah,
Like you're not part of our culture.
yeah,
like
you can't. Yeah,
like it was like memes were like a thing for like internet culture.
Yeah.
And
But-
and like people
but
who are
remember,
like in the
now
internet
there's, like,
culture and everything.
Bad memes. Like there's
Yeah.
just memes that
Now
straight up
there
just
is bad memes.
aren't good now.
Yeah, there's just
But-
normie memes that suck.
No. Like it's just like like people don't like that. That's a bad meme. But
Yeah.
that wasn't a thing before. There was just memes. They were almost all relatable.
Yeah, if
Like
the meme
that's
was bad,
how
it
widespread we are.
Yeah, if the meme was never bad, if the meme was bad, it never gained traction.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And it would
which
die
means it
off
just
by
didn't
itself.
exist. But now
it's
there's
like,
just
because there's
bad memes.
because of like the concept of like a meme. Like you know, I felt old like a month ago. Like this happened in like 2016 during the election year, but like really bad for a couple months ago. I saw on the news. I don't remember where it was. It wasn't. It might have been Fox. It doesn't matter. It was like because it was like I saw it on the TV, and then another article like on like the recommended or like when I was watching YouTube. Like when like mainstream news is talking about memes, like a fucking news story. I'm like, like one of the
Pepe
news anchors
is
used
not a symbol of hate.
one of the news anchors was using like the
Okay.
okay Karen is like a meme, like to one of her co-anchors is like a joke, and I'm like, you're a mainstream news anchor. You don't get to use my
yeah,
culture.
exactly. Like you.
Also,
This
You
is
don't
probably
call
would-
her a Karen.
Yeah.
We know.
this is
Yeah,
my
no.
culture.
The thing is, like that person probably
You're not
logs
supposed to
online.
tell them that they're a Karen.
Yeah, yeah.
That person probably logs online like once a week. Like you're not allowed to use that.
yeah, or like you're like if you do log online, like you spend the majority of your time on a social media app.
Yeah.
The social media like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you know what I mean. The big social media networks, they have an entirely different culture surrounding them compared to something like like 4chan or Reddit or like YouTube communities that aren't like more
Oh, yeah.
mainstream.
Yeah.
Like it's like that. It's that kind of like socially, for lack of a better word, like I was a socially awkward kid.
Yeah.
Like the internet was like a place I would go to, like other people that are like that are like a little more socially awkward and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like that's our culture. Like Discord.
Yeah,
Discord was pretty good for a
This
while,
is
and
what we
now
created.
Discord's become so mainstream they don't even call themselves a gaming platform anymore. They said they're like we are
a
a
communication network.
we're a
almost.
communication network. We're to build communities.
Yeah.
Like there are
It's just a
entire
community now.
Discord servers that exist. Like
That
there are
don't
people I
play
know
video
who
games.
don't play video games and they just use Discord to communicate. And I'm like, this was supposed to be TeamSpeak or Skype or it was a game communication
Yeah.
network. And like at the core of it, like that's what I still use it for.
Yeah.
But it's like the fact that they've like moved beyond like the gaming thing.
Yeah.
To just be like it's
Okay.
can't have anything nice.
Okay. Well,
Because all the good stuff just gets like moved into like normie culture.
Stuff,
I will
yeah.
kind of disagree with you in that I've been in some of these communities where they don't focus on games, and it's pretty fucking cool. Like the Discord right now, I think is better than it has ever been.
Yeah, it's really
obviously,
nice right now.
obviously, I wasn't around during the early days of Discord, but I was around before it became like
I've been there since like the basically like
Yeah.
right out of beta.
I was
Discord.
I
used to curse
I
for
was
a hot
never really
minute,
there.
remember
I was never really there. Like
seriously,
I was never really there for the early days, but
he's cursed for about a year.
I was there when it was just for gaming. Like when they said, "Hey, this is for gaming. This is what we recommend you use it for." But like after being in some of these communities, like yeah, they kind of focus they kind of focus some of their shift on gaming, but like it's really cool. Like what Discord has done, even for their non-gaming communities, it's really cool, man.
Yeah, no, it's neat going and like seeing they have like communities for like if you're a fan of a TV show, right?
Yeah.
If you're like a fandom for like a show or
Even just a YouTuber,
a
like
movie or a YouTuber. Yeah, it's cool because it's like so Skype was Skype and Skype was shit.
Skype was very bad.
it was
Even
for its time, it was
yeah.
bad.
It was just buggy. Part of the thing is like your Microsoft product. Microsoft doesn't care.
The only
Yeah,
good thing they
Microsoft
can make
didn't
is
care.
Windows.
Yeah, literally, and they can't even do that right. Let
Yeah,
me tell you,
barely.
Let me tell
They
you,
can barely do it
It's gonna
right
be
this time.
200 copies for Windows 10 Home.
a
For
big-
$200 for a copy of Windows 10 Home, it doesn't work. Are bad.
Yeah, still pay
Oops.
$200.
Buy it anyways because so many things like require Windows to work on the PC.
Fucking hate it, bro.
Linux what? What's Linux?
Windows 10 1909 update. What is that? Break the search box. Yeah,
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah, one second. Let me just break the fucking platform with an update.
Yeah,
Or
no,
like-
literally, bro.
Or
literally, the
like
Windows-
when I tried to tech support, Like, I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my computer, and Carlos was just like, "Oh, update your computer." How long did that update take? How long was I waiting?
3 hours.
A feature update that installed 2 things.
Sounds about right.
3 fucking hours.
And it didn't fix it. No.
It's just Bill Gates rolling around in his hundreds.
But here's the thing. I was on Ethernet.
Yeah.
I'm on 5 gigabyte internet. And I downloaded a game that was 186 gigs in 5 minutes. But that update took 3 hours and it wasn't even a gig.
It just works.
Yeah, well, because that's Microsoft server.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, like either your connection's getting throttled on your end because you're like, like in a Discord call. I know it's using too much bandwidth.
I wasn't though.
Yeah.
I wasn't for half of it.
Yeah, you're using too much bandwidth. Like, or they just don't care.
Bill Gates said, "Nah, you're using
because
too
Microsoft
much."
has like a monopoly on non-Apple computers.
Yeah.
Like there's Linux, which is open source, but it's
disgusting.
but-
news.
like
But
yeah,
who
like
uses Linux?
it's feature rich. It's a fine alternative, but it's not user friendly if you don't understand the software.
Like, you have to learn it. It's
Yeah,
not
you have
like
to
Windows where
learn
you can just
it.
like use it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of features. It's got a lot of alternatives to Windows. It doesn't cost anything. It's also not supported by like most applications.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the issue.
That's why it's just like, oh, you bite the bullet and you get a copy of Windows for less than retail because you get like like a key off of a homie that has the hookup.
Cut this out of the
me?
podcast.
I was
Was
like,
that
me or what?
OEM, right? Like an OEM version of Windows, like the developer version?
No.
Like
Well, the thing is, I
They're
have
called. They're
okay.
the OEM versions, right? It's OEM Windows 10.
Or
Yeah.
you just have a father-in-law that works for tech support.
You
So every time you need a Windows key, and he's just like,
knows a guy.
oh, you need a Windows key? Pick one.
So
And
that's-
he'll just fan him out like
See,
a deck
the
of
end game
cards.
is being the guy that everybody knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's being the IT guy that everyone
No,
knows.
because
Yeah.
like they'll be like, I know a guy that knows a guy, and they're like,
I am
wait,
the guy.
Like,
Look,
wait,
look.
you know the same guy that I
Look,
wait,
Sal.
wait, who knows it? And then you guys chase the tree back, you're like, same guy.
Look, Sal. Carlos knows this. You don't. I wouldn't have a computer if he wasn't that tech guy.
Yeah.
You can ask Carlos. I wouldn't. I literally legit would not have a computer right now.
Yeah.
Probably,
Get a cool $10 copy of Windows 10. You know what I'm saying? Get it for free $99.
bro. Bro. I get it. Just you go to this website,
$3.99.
Imagine paying money for Windows.
1337x.io.
Look, all I'm saying is Windows
Download
is probably
Windows 10.
worth about $15 because like the software is so widely used. It's like charging
All you
someone
need it
for
is
water.
to turn on your computer.
It's like having to pay for water
But you do have to pay for
or
water.
electricity.
You do have to pay for that, though.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
All right, eat the rich.
All right,
Socialism
moving to
will win.
Russia. That's it. Edison, I'm done with
Yeah,
you.
it's just kind of like I feel like as someone who's like, oh, it's the Wild West, it's the frontier of like the future, right? You got all this cool like untamed technology and stuff to go mess around with, and it's like the technology is there, but the regulations aren't.
Yeah,
So people can do whatever
For
they
sure.
want. It's like the current thing going on with like Twitter and Facebook and Google right now because like all the censorship because there's no regulation in place.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with Windows. It's like they can charge whatever they want because there's nothing saying they can't.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that Microsoft doesn't give a rat's ass about how well Windows runs.
No.
Like they'll fix it obviously because they have to provide the quality product, but they'll charge you whatever the fuck they want. And Windows 10 keeps going up in price.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's improving in quality.
and it isn't. It really isn't at all. Not even close.
And it's like I wasn't okay with paying $80 for a copy when it was $80 when it
Yeah.
came out. The upgrade from 8 to 10. Like I got that for free because I got a copy of 8 when
Yeah.
Windows 8 was. Oh, remember Windows 8?
Yeah, man.
Remember Windows 8?
That was a come and go real quick in our
That
generation
was,
too.
that was a good joke.
No, literally, Windows 10 lasted probably about 2 years. I mean, Windows 8. I mean,
Yeah,
like a good 2 years, and then like they immediately hopped off that thing.
All right, we realized that making the Windows 8 computer work just like a fucking Xbox was a bad
It's
idea.
bad. We're gonna skip it
So,
and just go to 10.
Here's a new Windows platform. Here's a new Xbox too because that was kind of shit. Our
Yeah,
bad.
we're just bad at this. We just revise it and revise it, and then
We got to be honest with you. Microsoft was built on like luck.
it just kind of came together. Well, the thing is, like, okay, literally, Windows 10 just put out a new 2004 update. That's what it's called, Windows 10 2004 update, and they put that update out to fix the 1909 update. That literally what happened was it was bricking people's search. So like the bottom where it says search for anything, you would type and nothing would happen.
Yeah.
And so basically what happened was a lot of our clients had Office, Word, Excel, stuff like that. And certain windows, for whatever reason, you weren't able to type in because it also bricked that.
Nice.
So like a lot of them weren't able to activate any of their emails because that box technically was part of the search somehow in the code. And so like we're like, you just gotta wait it out. Like, what do you mean? Till when? Oh, when Microsoft decides they want to put an update out. When is that? I have no idea. What do you?
Do I look like Bill Gates?
Yeah. Do I?
Would
am
I be talking to you if I was Bill
am
Gates?
I rolling
So,
around in my fucking hundreds right now?
So Sal, when are you gonna call Bill Gates and ask him for the update?
All right, my turn. Restroom.
Okay. Yeah, you're good, bro.
Yeah. So, sorry,
right.
I'm peeing a lot.
So we'll,
I fucked myself up last time.
Hey, bro, this is good. This is the good stuff, bro. Hey, how's that seat though? Right? It's
loves
it's
it.
an
He loves
old
that seat.
Chevy truck seat.
Yeah.
Pulled it out of the truck and was like, "This is mine."
Sorry, I'm peeing a lot. I fucked myself up last time.
Yeah, I put a lot. I put a lot of time into that bathroom. Not gonna
You
lie.
did.
I'm gonna put molding along the top too to make it look even nicer.
Well, yeah, but
And then eventually, I'm gonna cut that wall and put a shower in there too. Stupid. All right, let's move on to the discussion, and then we'll start this, and he'll hop in. We're gonna skip the first one. We're just gonna go to the second one here.
Oh, I didn't look at this thing.
What is a weird food combo that you like to eat?
Oh, weird food combo.
Okay, so let me go first real quick with one that I think both you and Omar were like, "What?" last week. I think I talked about it
Yeah, I think so.
because of the popcorn. So I like to eat popcorn with pickles. And
Yeah, I
obviously, it's not a too.
I mean, it doesn't sound pleasant.
Well, it's not like okay, so it's not too crazy because like movie theaters sell pickles now.
Yeah.
So like to get
So
a
obviously,
pickle,
more people
more
like
people
it.
do it,
Like,
but it is more of
people
a
like it.
niche thing.
Yeah.
Like beyond my own family, I don't really know anybody that's like, yeah, popcorn and pickles. Because like we would do is we get the little pickles, like the small ones, and you just take a handful of those. You dry them off because you don't want them wet. You just kind of dry them off because
Yeah.
whatever, and you just throw them in the popcorn, and you're just kind of chewing pickles as you're eating popcorn at the same time.
Yeah.
So like I mess with that, but like I know a lot of people are like, that's disgusting. Like even my ex girlfriend was like, yeah, no. Like so you can have your pickles on the side, but don't put them in my popcorn. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
why?
Well, like, I'm Portuguese. Portuguese people eat a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
Especially if you grow up around Portuguese parents, Portuguese grandparents. Like, we eat a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
But like, I know, like, not to point anyone out because we're Portuguese people are the same way. But I know like Mexicans eat like I've seen a lot of Mexican people like really like pig skin, pig ears and stuff. Like
Yes.
they'll eat it.
Yes.
Like I know that as a Portuguese person, I never ate that, and that sounds disgusting to me. But then again, I eat linguiça.
Yeah.
You know how linguiça is made? It's pig intestines.
Yeah.
With just stuffed with stuff.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we clean it.
Yeah.
But like, we shove blood in there with all the meat and stuff that we put in there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, pig ears and pig skin sounds disgusting, but I'll devour this pig intestines filled with
Yeah,
meat.
exactly.
Probably the one like only like really weird thing, and I don't know if this is just because like people don't like it or what, and it just doesn't sound good, but like the only thing I've said that has gotten a reaction out of people is me and Catherine, we love eating macaroni and mac and cheese. We won't like mix it together, but we'll like, hey, I'm gonna make mac and cheese tonight, and she'll be like, oh, awesome, I'll make mashed potatoes, and that'll be our dinner. Like we love that shit.
Okay. Macaroni and mashed potatoes. Okay.
Like obviously, you know, it's not as bad as some of the other things I've heard, but like that's really the only thing that I've told people I eat that got a reaction, and it doesn't even sound that weird. Like even you're like, oh, that's
I
interesting.
can see that. Like,
Like,
I
it's
don't think
really-
I like because things like with mashed potatoes and macaroni. I was like, those are two side dishes. Like, I would want like a piece of meat or whatever. Like, I wouldn't eat the two together.
Yeah,
Like, even then, like, I think I would do one or the other.
yeah.
Like, I would be like,
yeah,
okay,
but like again, it's a
this-
side dish. We
yeah.
like we didn't even like at the time like we were eating like very much like college kids
yeah.
because we were, and it was just like, you know what, we have one day we were like, okay,
You're stupid.
one day we were like, okay, we have mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. We don't want to go to the store. Let's just make both. And then we're like, oh, we love this. This is like our meal.
I should have turned your mic off.
Nah, okay.
That's in the background of what I was
It's in the
explaining, and
background
it's
of
going to be
everything, yeah.
great.
I was
gonna be
quiet
wonderful.
enough. They probably didn't hear it all.
Probably.
I don't know if they did. I can say it again if they didn't hear it.
No. It's good.
It's already in the background. I heard it.
Sorry, give me the speed run of like what you guys were just talking about. I wanna caught up to date.
We're
Weird
we're doing the
foods.
discussion.
He likes
Popcorn and
pickles and
pickles.
popcorn. I
What were the options?
No, it's just like what's a weird food combo that
Oh.
you like?
He said pickles and popcorn. I said, like as a meal, macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Why isn't Dominic here for that?
Why? Please tell me. I want to know.
Oh no, Dominic just like it gets creative with his food. So if he was here for that, I mean,
He
he
tries
watches
last
most of the episodes, so he'll hear in the comment section. So you,
Yeah, he
Dominic, you know who I'm talking to.
Dominic,
Hey,
comment
Dominic,
down
please,
below.
yeah, let us
'cause-
know.
because we really do want to know.
Yeah, I do.
We'll look at it on the podcast because I know Sal reads
I
comments.
flame him for it occasionally. Like the one that he says a lot is like mac and cheese with like ground beef. So it's like hamburger helper, but kind of
Okay, hamburger.
deconstructed.
Okay,
So it's mac and
I
cheese.
love that though.
It's mac and cheese with hamburger and ketchup.
That's not bad. That's not
I
too
see
bad.
your face. That's my face.
Ketchup on my mac and cheese.
Me, okay, so me though, I don't use ketchup for anything
Yeah, you don't
except
use ketchup at all.
French fries and the up top of meatloaf. Because it kind of burns, and that's just an oaky thing. My family does.
I was like,
that.
that's definitely actually okay. Not gonna
That
lie, my
is
family
very
from
much
Texas
like an
does
oaky redneck
It's a
thing.
hella
Yeah,
oaky
yeah,
thing.
Super
It
oaky
is.
And it's
redneck.
just my grandmother who came over here during the Dust
a lot
Bowl.
of my family from
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
Meatloaf, ketchup on the meatloaf. Yes.
Yeah,
But,
I mean,
like, you cook
use
it with it on
use
top.
a tomato
You know
sauce.
what I mean?
You fucking redneck.
I mean, probably.
That's literally like use a tomato sauce. If you're okay, you put a thing on the top of the meatloaf. It crusts it. It gives it that color.
Yeah.
So when you cut it, right, you get a section of it. You got like the meatloaf texture and the color, and then you got a different color on top, and like compared to the burnished ends on the ends. It's for like your Instagram photos.
Yeah.
But also, it smells good.
Yeah, but also
Like
meatloaf's
it
just
smells
not
and it
good.
tastes good.
Meatloaf's not good for you. So it's
Why?
because it's just meat.
It's a loaf of meat. It's like bread.
Carlos, you're Portuguese.
Bread's
You
not
can't
good
say
for you
nothing.
either.
I know.
We eat everything.
Yeah, it's the Portuguese special is just
Yeah.
never being healthy because you just eat too
You
much.
just die.
Yeah, just
No,
Die.
you don't die. You just don't give a shit.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah, I can die. So what? That was delicious. Do I
My
look like I
metabolism
care?
is great, and I suffer for being Portuguese. I mean, my grandmother, when I was young, my avó was like, this is me overweight. I've been kind of, I've been chunky my whole life. I've been
Yeah,
fat, But
Yeah.
so like worse when I was a kid. I would come home from school at Cyprus because my grandmother lived right down the street. So I would walk home and she'd be like, "Oh, you're looking so hungry. You're looking so thin. You're gonna wither away. Here, have 5 plates of food." And I'd be like, "No, avó, it's fine. I don't want any." And then I'd eat whatever. And then she'd be like, "Oh, here, have a fucking big ass bowl of ice cream too." And I'd be like, "No, avó, it's fine. I'm good." And then I'd eat it, and she goes, yeah, it was pretty good. Good for you. You know what I mean? Like she's all happy, like, "Oh, good, you ate it all." And like 5 minutes later, "Man, you're looking fat, Toby.
You're like, wait,
You better go run a mile or 6. You need to lose some weight."
hold a minute. Wait,
Yeah, like-
hold up, wait a minute.
Hold a
Yeah,
minute,
like,
wait on.
I am
I can't even comprehend.
Can't, bro,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
my
no.
grandmother. That's the Portuguese. It's like the avowed thing, right? Like, was your avowed like that? She's like, "Here,
Yeah,
have like."
she's Portuguese.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
yeah, like
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
yeah,
trying to feed
yeah,
me.
yeah.
I'll be
Like
fat
that.
afterwards.
That's part of. Other than like stress, I very much have a stress belly.
Not
But
me.
like I like
I have
you
food
know,
belly.
like
Yeah.
I'm chunky.
And I don't even eat like fast food or anything.
I do eat fast food, but like I don't know if you guys know what I eat, but I eat healthy. I eat healthy. I eat good.
I just eat
It's
too
just
much.
like I have a stress belly.
That's me.
I don't eat too much. I honestly think I don't eat enough. But like again, like it's a stress
Wish I had
belly.
This guy's problem.
It's a stress belly. I have it, and it's just like it won't go away because it's one of those stress
Yeah,
bellies
yeah,
where like it's burned into you now.
yeah.
Um,
just the
like
dad bod.
I'm healthy.
Right.
It's just a stress belly, but like I eat good. But because I fucked up really bad, it's like,
Well,
like
what'd you
I'm
do?
pretty much
What'd
like
you do?
this. Well, one my stress belly. I don't know if you know. I was like I was really depressed for a long time. I'm sure you know.
No.
Oh, I know. You make the joke. I know he does.
I know what you know
Um,
that I know.
That
but,
I know,
like,
you know
also,
that
like-
I know.
Also, like, my Portuguese grandma, like mom feeding me whatever I wanted. Like I just ate.
It's irreversible damage at
Yeah.
this point.
But it's pretty much irreversible damage. That and combined with stress and depression, my stress, I built a stress belly, and now I'm just like I'm chunky. I'm healthy, but I'm chunky.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel some of that COVID-19 like stay home sick thing because I was working at RNN till like the end of July.
Yeah.
So August, September. So like 3 months and some change. I feel like I put on like 5-10 pounds because I'm like living a more sedentary life.
Yeah.
I'm eating the same amount,
But
it's like because I used to I was eating because I was at RNN I was like moving stuff like heavy pack like a lot of stuff like some stuff heavy. They were like, "Oh, Carlos is a big guy," like the Chinese guy in Ang. You'd be like, "Oh, Carlos, go help me fucking move this wall." Like
It's I need you to pick
Really?
this up and put it over there.
Like, I shit you not. It'd be like this
Yeah, really.
steel. It'd be like a story and a half tall, like 12 foot tall, like steel structure, not bolted to the ground or anything. And they'd be like, "Oh, Carlos, help us move this." And I'm like, "Oh, that shit weigh 4. It's like 4. Like it
I
felt like
make
it
the
weighed
minimum
like
wage.
a ton.
What?
And they're like, "You're like, throw your back out for this. Throw your back out for the store, Carlos. We're gonna lay you off. Throw your back out for the store." Okay. You know,
Yeah, no.
play the clip of play like Nest.wav from Smash, you know, and he's like, okay, like, yeah, that's just like me in my brain. It's just like, ooh, that ain't gonna feel too
That's a
good for the
fun
next
one.
couple of years. Like,
Probably.
like, man, was 13 an hour worth it? Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. Throw my back out, bust like 4 vertebrae.
Did you get COVID weight?
I got.
You got
Yeah,
you
okay,
got
so
COVID
basically-
pounds?
So basically, what happened was when I moved back to.
I feel like
When I moved
I,
back-
struggling to put a pair of jeans on the other day. It was kind of sad.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
like
honestly,
about that close to not being able to put it on. Like, there was about that much like less clearance than normal. And I'm like, man, like, I've always been a big guy,
yeah.
but like, and I'm like, I'm, according to like the BMI, it's like, oh, dude, you're gonna fucking die because the BMI is the BMI is a dated system.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, I'm American. Most of America's overweight. Like, statistically, you're likely to be overweight.
Yeah.
I'm overweight. I'm not gonna like I'm over whatever's considered a healthy weight. I don't feel unhealthy, but I put on a little bit, and I'm like, man, I don't have any self-esteem issues, but that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind
South-
I think I'm just kind of like,
yeah, 'cause-
Did you get COVID pounds?
so like I said, I moved back here, and then like I let like everything go over there. And when I got back, I was like, okay, like I know I'm gonna gain weight if I don't take care of myself. So I like was working on it or whatever because I was already kind of a little bit fuller because like I had just broke up with my girlfriend or whatever and stuff. So like I was going through that phase,
Newly single. He's got a podcast, ladies.
and so like I had like I barely started to transition. So like I started to like okay, going to the gym again, like doing things like that again. And so when I got back here, I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit it harder. And so I lost
Everything
15
closes
pounds. No, and then I lost 15 pounds, like just working out and I was working on this room every day, and I was like working, sweating, putting up walls and stuff, and it felt good. And then after I finished the room, and then like I started getting comfortable again, I put all 15 pounds back on.
Yeah, so yeah, you got COVID
I was like,
pounds.
son of a gun.
I didn't gain weight. I lost a lot of weight. Like Carlos knows how big it was. I don't know if you know. Like I was huge.
yeah, he's lost maybe 20, 30 pounds.
I was
Really?
huge. Yeah, Catherine.
prior
Catherine has
to-
told me.
Like when he lived back when he was here,
Yeah,
and
when I lived
summer
here
of 2018, and he's moved back, 2 years later. He's lost maybe 20, 30
Um,
pounds.
Oh, wow.
Catherine, Catherine,
How
like,
are you?
well, Catherine was surprised at first because, like, when I first discovered it, like, because I'm as a kind of grown man, you don't pay attention to yourself, you just care what's
kinda
around
just,
you.
like, yeah.
Catherine gave me a hug, and I felt like both of her hands touched behind me, and I was like, wait.
You're like, oh my
I was
God,
like, wait,
it's a
hold
full
on.
hug.
and then she was like, wait, I can actually grab you, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, what did I do?
Where did I go? Where's the rest of me?
Yeah, like, no, really, where did I go? Like, I'm actually impressed. Like, yeah, I just talked about I have a stress belly, I'm chunky, but like, I think this is as small as I'm gonna get, and I'm not big. Like, I look a lot better than I do. I was huge. I'm gonna stand up. This shirt I was wearing, Sal. This shirt was up here.
It was go a little lower.
No, it was like right here.
Yeah,
You
like
can
it
see-
set just at
You
its
can
waist.
Okay.
Look at it now.
Yeah, it fits. Yeah, it fits like a normal
Like,
shirt.
this
Yeah.
is like I'm not pushing out.
Yeah.
Like I look normal. When I was before it was like really hot. Sorry, audience, you didn't hear any of that. It's probably gonna get cut anyway.
No.
But yeah, I lost so much.
I can edit it.
Yeah.
I can edit this.
He's not gonna.
Yeah, I just write.
I
down the
lost
times
a lot
whenever
of
I say
weight.
something stupid, and I just
Yeah.
cut that
Like
out.
my shirts still fit fine. I literally think I've just gained weight around like
Like,
waist.
your waist.
My,
Yeah,
my
like
ass.
I haven't gotten
Nice
clothes
one,
shopping in a long.
Yeah,
Double
yeah.
cheeked up on a Sunday.
Yeah, don't check
afternoon.
up on a Sunday.
I haven't gotten
Barbecue
clothes
sauce
shopping
all
in a
over my
long
titties.
time, but like half of my clothes fit, like, and the other half are either way too small or way too big, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what did I do to myself?
My thing is like I know when I gain weight, it's because I'm like eating too much. Like when I'm not doing anything in a day, I'll eat like once, maybe twice a day, like in the morning and at night.
Yeah.
If I'm like doing a bunch of stuff around the house, like the other day I went over to my friend's house and was cleaning up his garage because he has no fucking organization skills, and he goes, "Help me come clean up," and I'm like, "I'm gonna boss you around. I'm gonna boss everyone around that is
Yeah.
helping you." and you're gonna all hate me afterwards because I'm a fucking freak and an OCD when it comes to cleaning shit up. And so we
But
threw
we're
away
gonna get
like
it done.
half
Yeah.
of his garage. His garage is about as big as this room.
Yeah.
Tossed a bunch of shit. It's reorganized and everything. It's great.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Thanks, man." And I was like, "Yeah." And so like I didn't eat all day. I had 2 fucking donuts in the morning because he was like, "I'm gonna bring donuts," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm a fat ass. I'm gonna have 2 donuts." You know, like I need a
Easy.
maple bar and a chalky bar.
Hey.
At the
Black cup,
same time.
black cup of coffee to down it down.
Ooh,
The unholy
easy.
trinity.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was good. I was like sugar and caffeine, call it good. And then for dinner, my mom was like, "What'd you have all day to eat?" And I'm like, "Fucking nothing. 2 donuts." She goes, "Ooh, that's healthy."
She's like, good
yeah.
job. Good job there,
Because
Buckaroo.
she was like a PE teacher, you know. She's like
Yeah.
a kinesiology and like a health major.
Yeah.
She's like, "Good job, fat ass. Nice one." And I'm like, "Thanks."
Thanks. I try my best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
so for dinner that night, I had like a sandwich,
Okay.
like a 6-inch from 6 and 8-inch from Deli Delicious.
Deli Delicious. Okay.
Yeah,
Quick.
good. It was the wrap. It was
Okay.
the,
Deli,
that wrap they got in
is
the
Deli
green wrap.
Delicious better than Subway?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. Easy. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to make
That's
sure.
what I had for dinner earlier today too. Is the buffalo one they got.
Ooh,
Got like a buffalo chicken
that
one.
one's really good.
I like
oh,
that
I want
turkey
I'm-
avocado
I'm-
with
now I'm
sprouts.
hungry. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah,
Yeah, turkey avocado with sprouts.
that one's good. Sprouts is slept on as like a sandwich topping.
It is.
It
It
is.
is.
It's
'Cause
got the crunch.
It's got the crunch. You don't think it has the crunch, but it has the crunch.
Like you talking about like bean sprouts or like
yeah,
what?
yeah, the sprouts that
Yeah.
they use there. Yeah. the
Yeah,
bean sprouts.
it doesn't have much flavor. It's got a very earthy flavor to it. When you like, it's kind of it's got
It's
like
like
But-
lettuce, but
But
better.
it doesn't
But it's-
overpower.
But like lettuce is nothing to me. Like you know when you put like lettuce on a sandwich, I'm like I could take it or leave it. If you're gonna put lettuce on, just a normal amount. Don't be like, "Oh, damn it," you know, like at
Yeah,
Subway, and they're like, "Oh, you want any
Subway.
lettuce? Yeah, sure, thanks."
yeah.
They
but-
they flip the thing and just dump a whole
Yeah,
big
yeah,
lettuce.
yeah.
And
Oh,
you're like-
now I gotta go shred up another head for the
You're
next
like,
guy.
what about
Okay,
the rest
okay.
of the toppings?
okay, but like as far as lettuce goes, it's either too much or not enough. There's no
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah, but when you
the
get
sprouts though, they
Yeah.
don't overpower anything. It's
yeah, well,
perfect.
because lettuce tastes like water.
yes,
When you like romaine lettuce is different. It's got like a more.
it
of a
still
crunch
tastes
to
like
it.
Yeah.
water though.
But
But
like
it still tastes
regular
like water.
iceberg lettuce, the cheap mass-produced shit you put on a sandwich, right? Like an iceberg lettuce.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste bad, but it offers nothing outside of filler and texture. And it's just like, like crunch.
And half the time, it has no texture because it's old or soggy.
yeah,
But like bean sprouts on a sandwich, like
Yeah.
sprouts,
That's
they're
good.
crunchy, they're firm, they maintain their like structure and their moisture, and it's got that like that
Yeah.
crunch to it. It's
Yeah.
got that satisfying like auditory feedback when you
Yeah.
bite into your sandwich.
Exactly.
I need auditory
I like
feedback.
when my sandwich talks to me.
like the main selling point for me is it doesn't overpower the sandwich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
And
got
that's
an
what makes
earthy
it
taste.
really
Like
good.
the earthy taste goes with vegetables.
Yeah.
They come from the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On that
Yeah,
note,
like- you gonna continue?
no, I was like, on that note, podcast is over.
Let's go get sandwiches.
Let's go get some fucking sandwiches. I mean,
we're gonna go get some
This
Deli
podcast only been what, 2 hours?
yeah, about 2 hours because kind of like because I started the recording fairly early.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Just to get some bloopers and stuff. I'll definitely sift through that stuff later.
yeah.
Especially the stuff you were saying at the
Sal
beginning.
imitates his bloopers.
Yeah.
We're actually we had the mic on the whole time and we just pretend we're recording.
Yeah.
Are we still recording right now?
Yeah, we're still recording right now.
All right.
It's not over yet.
Yeah. No, but I mean, end of the podcast. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out this week. Thank you to my 2 co-hosts for being here. Hopefully next week, fingers crossed, I can get all 5 of us in the podcast. 'Cause
At least 4
at
live
least 4 of
people.
us. At least all 4 of the live people. Steven, I don't know if he's writing his novel again. He doesn't have to be here. But I would at least
If it
like
sells,
4 people.
let us borrow some money.
Yeah.
Steven,
exactly.
what are you doing? I'm writing my book. Shut the fuck up.
Like he's been going ham because he's been doing a lot of his articles and stuff.
These are memoirs of my life.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm
He's
like,
been
bro,
he's been writing a lot.
yeah, he's writing. Like, bro, just show up.
He's writing cool stuff though.
my
It's
brother-
not like he's like
I mean, he did come down here to visit, and we were gonna do the live podcast then, but you guys weren't available, so we couldn't.
so
But,
I got shit to do.
I know.
I'm
So-
not busy often, but when I am busy, it's like, oh, you're not going to
Yeah,
get a hold of me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but when I am
exactly.
busy, Dos Equis. All right. Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored. All right, thank you guys so much for coming out this week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.